Just sit right back and you'll hear a tale of a fateful trip. Oh, sorry. um, Greetings and salutations. So I hope you guys weren't waiting too long, but well, Sean and I, when we got the hangout going in the background and stuff, we get a little bit chatty, trying to figure out what we're going to talk about and how we're going to talk about it and stuff. And so, give me a second here while I actually set up what I was coming here to do. Bum, 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 bum. I gotta do that, and then I gotta do that, and then I gotta do the pop out chat, so I can see what's going on in the chat and everything. And hey, how you guys all doing? Now, apparently, a lot of this information has been covered. That part was unaware to me. But I'll just give you guys kind of the rundown of what brought me to make this video or this hangout, and that was Anthony Riley had said had opened up had opened up this video yeah, well, with Frozen Nathan had opened up this video with a question as to he said that he was going over footage that he was just testing out his camera, and that's cool. And he was going through all of this footage, and he was seeing something that he didn't think that he should have been able to see, and that was this landmass here now he claimed to the far right of the Isle of Man. Sorry, it's not to the far right, it's right next to it, and even then it's not right next to it, it is the Isle of Man. It's just the north portion of it. To describe in greater detail of what I'm talking about, now you're going to see a map that's all marked to hell, but it doesn't matter. You'll understand why in a second here. The Isle of Man, as far as being visible from where Riley was standing at, Whitehaven, that was the word I was trying to come up with a little while ago, man.
Something's wrong. It's just showing me. Let me drop out and rejoin.
Well, that might be my fault. Hold on a second.
Well, you're presenting yourself, but it's still showing me in the live chat, so I'm going to drop out and come back in.
Okay. Hey, look, it's me. I'll stop mine too, just to.
Okay, let's see if that worked now.
Now, hold on a second here. So I will present mine to everyone now. Okay, I restarted all of them, so it was you and me. All right. So anyway, here's the map that you weren't seeing a second ago. My bad. When viewing from Riley's location here, we won't go too much into the height thing because I realize that's wildly in debate. But there was something that Sean and I brought up in the offline chat that I'd like to address. But nevertheless, what you can see from the isle, or from where's this place called? St. Bees, I think it's called. Yeah, from the St. Bees area, from the St. Bees coast, you see the island, but then it drops. It looks like it drops off right here. And the reason why it drops off is because there's not much height going on here. There's not much elevation. Okay, all the really dramatic topography is happening on this end of the island, which is why you see the big cute hills and stuff like that, and the couple of mountain peaks and all this. But then it goes flat for a second. But then the topography picks up on the north half of the island. Now, the north half of the island is actually what I was going to discuss, because Riley starts zooming in onto this part that seems to be, just visibly, it seems to be completely cut off. This is the south side of that. Seems to be completely cut off from the Isle of Man. Yes, it is to the right of it, but it's not very far. And so basically, I just wanted to chime in here because I absolutely love doing this stuff. What he is seeing here, as far as this location, now, mind you, I didn't go into any lightweight detail on this. I actually went the full Monty with this, and I screen capped his video all the way from one end of the island, or to the one end of the supposed landmass, to that cliff face, and or what appeared to be a cliff face. It's actually nothing more than a very, very dramatic dune, which kind of broke off of the edge and erosion. Now, his question was obviously, what is this mass in the middle? Now, he was also claiming that there was something here and it looked like there was smoke coming off of it. Now, I don't know exactly what he was talking about because I didn't see anything that looked like it had smoke coming off of it, and I damn sure didn't see anything that could be defined as something emitting smoke. But that also might be the quality of the hangout video of which he was sharing. But anyway, I took all of those in their right orientation. Then I leveled off the horizon, and in short, this here is Google Earth looking in that direction from a considerable distance, not the exact distance, of course, because then it becomes like super tiny. And as you can see, I can get it to match up just fine. Okay. Now, mind you, I would be a little bit lower, which I can't get much lower than this on Google Earth. I'm sorry about that. But it goes all the way down to this valley point here and then comes back up. And then, so all I did was I drew a line from his location to here, to this little peak type area here. And what did I end up with? I ended up with the town of Bride. What he is looking at is he's looking at the tip top of the town of Bride. Okay, the town of Bride is 240 something feet, according to Google Earth, mind you. It's about 240, 250 feet above sea level. Now, to match that up with the, sorry, I went too far, town of Bride, this is that eroded dune that I was talking about. Now, to match that up with this is also about 250. It actually goes up in a couple places to like 260 something feet, 270. There we go. Okay, this is the top of that hill. Now, if you were to look at what I just had here, which means it's a little bit higher, the eroded dune is a little bit higher than the town. And if you were to look at this, I'm just going to draw a line here. I'm not actually going to leave it up. But if you look over on this side here, you'll see where it's up there, and now go to the middle where the kind of where the town patch is. You'll see that it's a little bit higher than it, but it's not much higher. If I lower it down now to the town, you can see it only shaves a little bit off of the dune. So, long story short, you're looking at the town of Bride. Okay, now there was other discussions. Let me bring up one other thing here in the middle. And while I was researching this, I brought up this photograph that I found when I was looking for photos from a town called Whitehaven. And you can see, here's the Isle of Man. This goes all the way from that one hilltop with that ruin on top of it, or what I'm assuming is a ruin. That hilltop, and that's on the south side of the Isle of Man. Then here's all the dramatic stuff that everybody sees, and then where it goes like this, I guess Riley and others are thinking that that's where the island stops. But this is the lower level of the land, and then you can see it slowly pick up. I'm sorry, this is the highest resolution of this image that I could find. And you can see it slowly pick up, and then here's where that dune is, and here's where it dips down, and then right here is the town of Bride. That's all it is. Okay, this is all the same island. Okay, it's all one island. No mysterious pictures of Ireland, and all this. As cool as that would be, but and also as shocking as that would be, no, there's nothing there in Ireland in this photograph. It wouldn't be there in the first place because now we all know that refraction can occur on the horizon, especially when it gets warm out. Which is why Riley was doing all of his videos of Blackpool at night, because he wanted to do it when it was cold out, because he was actually understanding the fact that refraction plays a part in this. That's why he had lost the whole town of Blackpool in his pictures. But when he was actually finally taking things from wherever that town was, I don't remember anymore. And so what you have here is everything here is visible perfectly within. We found that Chicago was what 0.4 or 0.3 degrees of the horizon, and the Dang Joss video, which I'd love to show, and I'll show that to 1,000 people, will show that the air density at that level will only make it occur so high. and it's less than half a degree above the horizon. Well, we just worked this out a minute ago. Question is, did I close that window or not? I hope I didn't. Here it is. We just worked it out, and the triangle. Now, from where he was standing, roughly where he was standing to the town of Bride is 163,680 feet. Excuse me, here, 80 feet. The top of that cliff is about 260 feet. Okay, which equals out to 0.091 degrees. Not even a tenth of a degree. Okay, so of course it's going to come into view. Yes, I'm fully aware that the Earth current calculator says that this should actually be 100 feet lower. Okay, but that's why it's important to understand what refraction is. Now, I also understand that Riley has a apparent problem with he doesn't want to discuss obstruction, but he wants to discuss drop. And you don't realize that drop and obstruction are two totally different things, and you can't substitute one for the other. Let me go ahead and explain that just real quick. Let's see here. Let me downsize all this. Let me go ahead and open up Max for this. Or do I have to open up Max?
Go ahead.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and open up Max. Plus, I got Sean here who hasn't said a word yet.
I've not had time to get a word in edgewise, but you've been correct so far, so I haven't had a chance to, or had a reason to.
And so if I crash out and stuff like that, I can still get back in.
So I'm just a placeholder. Thanks, Sly.
You're holding the door for me, dog. But while we're waiting for this to come up, did anybody let's see. Oh wow. That told he's playing German on people. Watch out. Hey Chris, what's going on?
Spurs going have a cow.
What?
Spurs Schemo.
Skizmo's in there?
Yeah. He's asking for a link.
Why? Just so you can watch the whole video and say, no, that's not exactly how it works.
Pretty much.
Nah, sorry, dude. I don't I'm not going to ever bring somebody into my hangouts who does not perform their own research. Has Skizmo ever done any research, man?
That I'm aware of? No.
Okay.
He's made lots of assertions.
Well, gee, that just gets him his secret decoder ring from the FE Club.
But once we actually do some research and do some actual calculations, we find these demonstrably wrong. And then he's like, "Oh, that was just my teaching method."
Yeah, kiss a dick, dude. Short end of it is, welcome to 2018 on the Sly Sparkane channel. I will not, and you can tell your friends, I will not entertain the idea of discussing on at least bringing people onto my channel who do not have, even if just a couple of things on their channel of their own personal research. Okay, I don't want to hear echoed claims and all that other bullshit. I'm just not even going to go there.
I think I'm going to take a similar stance. If they want to come and discuss the flat Earth with me on my channel, I think they're going to have to present an actual model to discuss.
Well, I can deal with them saying, well, we don't have a model yet, which is actually an interesting way to argue. But no, I don't. I'm not down with that. I'm just really not. If somebody wants to come onto my channel, and if somebody wants to discuss with me, then they actually have to have their own reputation to bring. And I don't consider myself in any way on any kind of high horse, but I worked hard for showing all the stuff that I have, and I've produced a lot of stuff, and I'm not going to waste that time just to have somebody come onto my channel and say, nuh-uh. Okay, I'm just not going to do that. I'm sorry. So if you have your own research, you remember the thousands of people who showed up at my bring your own proof thing, Sean?
Oh yeah.
Yeah, neither do I. And what do you call it? If you have your own research, I'll talk to you. if you don't have your own research, then leave me the hell alone, because I don't give a shit what you have to say. Okay, we can talk all day. But here, let me show you a quick little thing here, Anthony, as to why bulge versus obstruction is important. Now, I'm going to, just to keep this on an objective standpoint here, I'm not going to do this to the size of the Earth, okay? What I did was I just drew a circle of 100 units of radius, okay? It's a 100 unit radius, which means it's got a 200 unit width, okay? Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put, I'll just say I'm going to put a box here. Oops, my bad. I'm going to put a box here. Got that? Okay. So that box is there. And then I'm going to take another box. Oops, my bad. There we go. And I'm going to take another box. It is the exact same box, just copied. And I am going to put it here. Okay. We'll say at the 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock positions. Fair? Okay. Now, what I'm going to do, just so we can keep this as accurate as possible, because, you know, it has to be accurate. Let's see. So we'll go to edit mesh, and then we'll go like this, then we'll grab these, and then we'll, I don't have this expanded all the way out, so all my toolbars aren't there, so we will collapse that and make it to a point. And then we'll do that over here as well. We'll go like this, and then we'll go like this, and then we'll take the edit mesh. Yes, I actually do talk to myself like this when I'm making these stupid-ass models.
Well, I have to put up an objection. You don't have enough ums, and you're not chewing on anything.
Okay.
Yeah, there you go. Now it's a sly hangout.
That's it. All right. So, got that one to a point. We got that one to a point. Let me make sure this one's in the middle. Otherwise, you know, I could have fudged it. So, apparently now, Sean, you give me the background on this so I don't flub it up. What is Riley's argument?
Okay, Riley in one of, it was either the third or fourth Nathan Oakley hangout previous to today's. He had the Metabunk site up, and he took a screenshot of it, and he started erasing things, saying, "We don't need this. We don't need this. We only need to worry about drop." And the things that he erased was the bulge, the obscured or hidden. What else? What was the other one he took away? He erased he erased everything except for the drop, and said that the only thing they need to worry about is drop, because that's how much we're supposed to see.
He actually said that.
Yes.
Oh, I just got a chill.
Yeah, so he's reverted back to the 8 inches per mile squared is how much is supposed to be hidden again.
You got to be fucking kidding me. All right, check this out. Riley, hopefully you're watching. You're probably not, but hopefully you're watching. This is, like I said, 200 unit. We could say 200 mile. We could say 200 light year. It doesn't matter. 200 unit diameter circle, 100 unit radius. Now I took this and I just while you were talking, Sean, I stretched this out to make it so that it's actually within specific units. That means that this here is 30 units tall.
Yes, Tim, if I have to, I'll pull up the hangout and look for it again, but he literally erased everything except for the drop and said that's all we need to worry about, because that's the only number that matters. Because he's trying to pass that off as that's how much is supposed to be hidden.
God, boner. And like I said, I actually had this exact same discussion with somebody in a comment section. So I thought this was, you know, as soon as you told me something about that, I wanted to make sure I covered this. This is also 30 units high. Okay, 30 units high, 30 units high. Now, according to whatever that claim is supposed to be, if I am looking like this, because this would be my line of sight, standing upright, looking horizontal. Now he's saying that the drop, which in this particular instance would be this would be 130 units drop.
Actually, I just got an idea. I'm actually going to use the advanced tab on Metabunk and change the radius of Earth to 200, just to coincide with what you're doing.
Okay, that sounds fun. Now, according to whatever sense that's supposed to make, this would mean that 100 radius plus 30. This would be 130 unit drop, or excuse me. Wow, yeah, 130 unit drop. That doesn't even make sense, dude.
So if you got a 100 unit radius.
Yes, I have a 100 unit radius.
So we're looking at 314 or 314.59 units of circumference, right?
I don't even have that information actually, because this only goes by radius. It won't tell me circumference after that. But now check this out. I would just basically, but yeah, obviously if it's 100 radius, then it would be 304. Or no, it wouldn't.
No, it's not.
It would be times 2, because it would be 200 times 3.14. Because circumference is derived from diameter, not radius. So according to Riley, the drop here, this would mean that over 1,000 unit or over 100 units would have to be, because this is at 30 and 30. Over 100 units would be, it would be exactly 100 units behind the curvature, which would be 3 times its height. That doesn't make any sense. Okay, this is why you have to judge obstruction versus the I'm listening to Sean mumble. I'm sorry. This is why you have to do obstruction versus drop. Drop is just a portion of the geometric equation here. So what I'm going to do is, now from any point here, the radius is going to be 100. Now what I did was I just did a peak to peak on this. Now this would be at 45 degrees. So let me make sure I get this, because I chose the 1 and 3 point here. So let me go ahead and I'm going to to the guy who always bitches about the fact that I don't use Snap. There you go. I use Snap. Cool. That was actually the best way to get that. And then let me go like this, and then let me rotate it, because I'm going to need that at a 45-degree angle. And then I'm going to take that 45-degree angle and I'm going to put it here. Now the reason why I'm using 45 degrees is because I know this is at the 3 o'clock, the 90-degree position. This is at the 0-degree position, so 45 is the part in the middle. And then what I'll do is I'll just grab me out a tape and follow that line. Oops, my bad. And the amount of, now this might be off by a touch, but I'm going to adjust for that here right now. I'm going to actually smoothen out the edge of the circle, because there's there's valleys and stuff like that in there. So just put a whole shitload of steps between them. There we go. See, it was even more than I thought. So, and that brings it from there to there. And the units of obstruction that I got was 8.129. What you got?
Going by a Earth or planet radius of 100 kilometers. I had to change it to kilometers so I can get even numbers properly.
Okay, that's 100 kilometer radius here. Yes. Okay.
Actually, I still screwed something up. Never mind. I still screwed something up. Oh, I hate doing this rescaling shit sometimes. 100 times 3.141. Nope.
Cosmo white blob. Oh, that sounds like something I missed. Miles, what I'm showing is the difference right now between saying that only drop matters and showing obstruction.
Viewer height is 30 meters because you got it set at 3. Tilt angle is wrong, so I did something wrong again.
What are you doing?
Oh, because viewer height in meters, not kilometers. So,
Does he have one that you can actually break down there?
Well, you can go to the advanced. You can go to the advanced tab.
Yeah.
And actually set up your radius of the sphere.
Oh, cool. So planet radius and shit. Why do you got to give me fucking miles?
Well, you can change it to metric.
Yeah, doing it right now. So
okay.
Planet radius is 100. Horizontal field of view. Field of view, it wouldn't matter. Image width in pixels didn't matter. So distance in kilometers. I don't have the distance. Shit. Well, the distance, would the distance be the surface distance?
Yes, that's why I had to ask you for your circumference.
Right. So let's see here. Well, circumference would be 100 times 2 times 3.14 equals.
That's where I was screwing it up.
628. Now, seeing that I'm going a quarter of the way around that, I'm going to divide that by 4 equals 157. Distance in kilometers is 157. Your height in meters is 30.
No, it's not. Remember, your radius is 30 or 100 kilometers, and you've got your observer 3 units high, or 30 units high, right?
Right, and here I have 10. That makes 100. That means 10 per block, so 30. So let's see here, and the results ignoring refraction, bulge. Let's see, hidden. 84 kilometer. Wait,
I'm getting a drop of not available.
Hold on a second here. Distance is that would be. Let me make sure that the numbers that are coming through. This is my first time ever doing this shit with the advanced stuff. So let me get this distance to the tip here. Now let's see, 184.6 would be the distance from tip to tip. Why am I not getting distance? I'm getting distance, but I can't. There's no place in here to put the height of the target.
No, there's not.
Well, that's going to be screwed up then. We won't be able to get these numbers out of it. No, we won't be able to get these numbers out of it. Because if I can't input what the height of the target is, then what's the point? Because you should be able to put your height. Because
you won't get the target height unless you can actually see it.
Yeah, because otherwise the measurements will be going for here. It will start out at your height. Let's see, viewer height in meters, yeah, is here. Distance in kilometers, if that's surface distance.
Yes, it is.
Okay, so if that's surface distance, then that's here. But it's not going to give me. So let me see what this obstruction would be. But even then, now all my shit's going to be messed up because actually the center of the bulge is actually going to be about here. Yeah, that's not working very well here. Like I said, I've never done this particular version before.
I'm going to say no because once I set the distance to 100 kilometers, it has a 100 kilometer drop. So it's going by the horizontal view of you. It's not going to the tangent.
If you're seeing a 100 kilometer drop, then it's measuring from here.
Now let me see what you got going on here. It's measuring the horizontal line from going to the right from your point of origin.
Right,
it's
but
measuring
not from
that line by 100 kilometers, and it's got a 100 kilometer drop.
Yeah, but a 100 kilometer drop from here to here. is actually from the ground.
Yeah, I got my height set for 0 right now because I was just trying to figure
Oh,
out why
okay.
it's
I
not
was
working.
gonna say if you had it set for 30, then something's really wrong.
Yeah, if I set it for 30, it's gonna raise it up to
It'll be a 130-kilometer drop.
actually no. I don't think it's made for a ball this small. I think there's an issue.
Well, there's probably something that he has in his calculations that I'm not showing here in the visual. So, what do you call it? Wait a minute. Riley is requesting that you give your math. Oh,
Wait,
he's
Riley's.
requesting to give me a math lesson? Really? Where is he at?
Oh, he says you need some basic math lessons
Where's that?
at 5:43 in the chat.
Well, hold on a second here. Now, Riley, Mr. Shit Talker, saying that everything that I put out is a lie and all this. What was the shout out that he gave me? That I have no credibility and stuff like that. So what the hell are you doing here? Riley, I need you to look at my screen here, man. Okay. Now, apparently, according to you, the only thing that is important is drop. That's not true because you're trying to judge the obstruction between 2 points over a curved surface. If all you're doing is judging drop, you're looking out this way, whereas your target is ever increasingly this way. Do you understand that?
Yeah, just to point out, since Gio just reminded me, Riley's going to give you a math lesson, but he doesn't know what the definition of sum is.
Well, that's something else interesting. Let's see here. Only drop is important. Bulge is only useful in the water if the water is see-through. No, you fucking bonehead. No, I'm not going to pass you a link just yet, buddy. Because
Is the hidden height important, Riley, since you were nice enough to erase that from the Metabunk page that you took a screenshot of?
Well, I'll tell you what, Riley. Tell you what. I will let you in, but I'll tell you this. You snipe this hangout, and that'll be all she wrote for you, all right? Cool? Because the last thing I need is Riley going off on other hangouts saying that, oh, well, Sly is too scared to let me in.
Oh, I'm misrepresenting you. Shall I pull up the clip where you erased everything except for the drop and said nothing else is important? That's still on Nathan's channel. I'll be glad to make a video on that. And let's see how you say I'm misrepresenting you at that point.
You want something to be seen. Well, first of all, bud, do you accept the fact that I answered at least your question in the beginning of, where's that? In the beginning of this video as to what that is. That is the town of Bride on the Isle of Man. Do you get that now? Okay, because you left an open question open to everyone within the first 4 minutes. That's all I really watched of the video.
I'm actually going to find that quote because he's going to try to talk his way out of it again. Like every one of his other BS quotes that he comes up with. So let's go to Oakley's.
No, you're going to answer my question before I let you in, Riley. Okay? You're going to answer my question. Do you realize that this area of land that you say is way off to the right of the Isle of Man actually is more of the Isle of Man, and this is the town of Bride? No, actually, we've never done a debate there, Hot Rod. We've been on the same hangout once, but that's it. Or no, excuse me, twice. I'm sorry. The one where you kept on telling me, watch the video, watch the video, watch the video, but you couldn't understand your own point. And the other one was when you were trying to see if people could buy me a gyroscope so I can prove that it can be used. It's just not in its stock form. I see you have answered me, but you are incorrect with your interpretation. How am I incorrect? So that's not the city of the town of Bride, or actually it's more like a village of Bride on the Isle of Man. You're saying this is not the Isle of Man. Is that what you're saying? Come on. Riley, hello. Fucking Rick. It's Hoy Lake all over again. Riley. He probably went to go start his own hangout. Sly, link me. You are wrong, but typing this out is ridiculous. I did this like 30 debates ago, man. When did you do this? 30? This was released on the 11th of January. Are you saying that you just keep on putting out the same shit? I know what time it is there, man. It's an hour later here.
No, you can't have that.
Riley, all you have to do is tell me yes or no. Is that the town of Bride and this the Isle of Man? Because I'm not going to let you come up on here and just babble and babble and babble and babble and babble and babble. I did do the math. You didn't. So you're saying that's not the Isle of Man? All right. He says, hey, Sean?
Yeah.
He says it's not the Isle of Man. He's saying
Riley,
it's not the Isle of Man.
Riley, did you actually see the first part of this hangout where we actually identified the city that you couldn't identify? Or the town, I should say.
With your footage? You did see that part, right?
I'm not sure at what point he joined, but yeah, you're done.
It's right here, man. These are screen caps of your footage. This cliff here, that's an eroded kind of dune. Dip, dip, hill, hill, town. Unfortunately, there's no 3D buildings on the Isle of Man except for maybe one or two, and that's the town of Bride. What chimney stack? You claim that there is a black thing right here, and it appears to be emitting smoke. Which I'm sorry, I watched it in HD, or at least the parts that you presented in HD, and I don't see no damn smoke coming out of no chimney. Could be a lot of things. Sure, you want to come in? I did prove it with our own model, or at least a representation of our own model called Google Earth.
Right. He's going to bed and leave us two morons to misrepresent the evidence, which we're actually going over your evidence. And
I'm using your stuff, dude.
It's your footage there, Riley, and we've matched things up. We found out what that thing you couldn't identify was. Well, more in particular, Sly figured out, and this is the first he's actually gotten involved in all this.
Yeah, I was just kind of bored. You aren't using
using your model. What's that bottom thing on there on that screen there, Sly?
which bottom thing?
Well, you've got the two composites, and you got something underneath it. What's that bottom thing?
Oh, you mean this right here?
Yeah, that right there. What's that?
The name is escaping me.
I think it's called Google Earth.
Yeah, Google Earth. Yeah, Google Earth. Yeah.
So we're comparing to Google Earth to your video, and we found something that you were asking a question about, and now you're saying that we're misrepresenting you.
Here's the little the cliff you're looking at, dude. Okay, there's a cliff.
So whenever you're defeated, is that your only comeback? Is we're misrepresenting when we're using your evidence and our model combined to show where you're wrong?
Yep. Didn't take very long to do. It really didn't. As a matter of fact, at first I was following your lead, kind of like I did with Ranty. I was following your lead, telling me what things were and where to look and stuff like that. And guess what? No other part of the Isle of Man, and no other part of Ireland, for that matter, matches any of your footage. None of it. Not one bit of it. Not a single fucking shred of it. Okay? Because see all these lines that I drew out? I drew out all the nearest coastal lines, or drew a line out from your position to all the nearest coastal lines and all the possible places that it could have been. Okay? To include the southeast portion of the Isle of Man. None of it matches. None of it. So you can run away like a little bitch if you want to. Okay.
Yeah, at least he finally admitted to playing with his purple monster.
But I'm sorry, dude. It's the Isle of Man. It even measures out. Here's something for you to go to sleep to. You're not the first person to take this photo. Okay. Here's that little thing down on the south. Here's the majority of the dramatic footage of the Isle of Man. And then here's the relatively low area. And then here is the continuation of the Isle of Man to include your cliff right here. The town of Bride is right here.
Going to bed and we had our chance. Sorry, you've had...
I just asked you a question and you refused to answer it. So
he's had too many hangouts with Nathan Oakley, being an echo chamber. Yay, guys.
Okay. If you're going to refuse to answer my questions in text, then how am I going to expect anything more from you if I invite you in? Yeah, well, if he's gone, he's gone. I don't give a shit. Okay. This wasn't really an open invite for you. But, I was getting ready to let you in. I actually have the well, if I were to switch my screen over here, I actually had your channel up on the message line and everything, but you don't want to. Boys and girls, that's what bitches do.
Oh, Houseway sent me a GIF. I got to look at this. Oh my God!
Oh shit! What is it?
I'll send it to you. Not in the
Yeah, send me on the backside there.
Yeah, it'll be over there. I'll save it there. Oh my God, Houseway, that is epic.
All right, let me see.
I gotta find it now. Oh my God.
Where
the hell is it?
Hold on a second. Sly, what makes you an expert on this subject? I'm not. Haven't you done any? You haven't done any experiments. Excuse me, fucktard?
Yeah.
And you haven't pointed out the lighthouse in this photo. In which photo? Come on, Skizzy. Which photo? You talking about the photo I just brought up a second ago? The one that Riley didn't bring up? It took me about 2 seconds to find it. Oh, wait. I can't put that over there. Hold on. Where is it? All that's missing is that that what's that music that they always play? That gangster music and all this. I'm not gonna put that up here.
No.
The white blob that Ranty found. Okay, well, let me tell you something about Ranty. And this is not intended to be any kind of provocation, okay? But ever since he told me that a red blob was a crane, okay,
I'm putting that on my G drive. I'm going to actually link it in the general chat.
and and he backed up his crane claim by showing a picture of a TV tower. Yeah, I'm not really concerned with what Ranty has to say. You'll have to excuse me. So let's Skizzy, I'm not really concerned with what you have to say. I really don't. Okay. Last time I saw you in a hangout, oh my God, you failed miserably. Because all you did was you wanted somebody to present you all evidence just so you could say, no, that's not how it works. All right. That's not how you do this, man.
All right, guys. Christmas present coming into the chat. A little late, but my God, is it worth it?
Oh, did you upload it?
I put it on my G drive. I don't want to put it in your hangout because I don't want to get flagged. But for everybody in the chat, there you go. I highly suggest you grab it because it won't stay on the drive for long.
That shit's rough, man.
Oh, that is so harsh. Give it a minute. It'll be there.
That's almost as bad as the one that I put up the other day. Well, no, actually, it's worse because it's animated.
I'm saying 404. Let me find out.
That's Riley Thug Life right there, bro.
Let me find out why it's given a 404. I got to fix this. People need this picture. Need.
The people's gots to know. Okay, so
let me preview it.
The white blob that Ranty found. Okay, I don't care about the white blob. Well, you should be because he found something significant. Not if you're calling it a blob, it's not something significant. Do you understand that?
Okay, let's try this link again because it might have copied too fast and screwed something up.
All right.
So try that one, guys. Tell me if it has an error. It might be because it's cutting part of the link off. Let me check that. See if that's working.
404 again.
It's because it's cutting the link off. Let's try this. Yeah, it's. What's that website to shorten down a link?
Tiny URL.
Okay, we're gonna shrink the sucker down. Come on, paste, you bastard. It's not gonna let me paste. How dare it? Oh, it was just catching up. Oh, why is this site so damn slow? So
Rumpus is up to date and is trying to locate it for you ballers. What? Trying to locate what?
Copy. I need a new mouse. My right click is starting to fail.
Online portal do that, man.
Okay, try that now, guys. Oh, now it's giving me an error. I can't do it.
Put it in the back.
It's not letting me do tiny URLs in the chat.
Put it in the back chat. See if it'll work there.
Tiny URL there.
Yeah, that went. So hold on. Let me see if I can put it out. Oh, no, it didn't like it when I did it either.
Yeah, it doesn't like tiny URL.
Okay, well, tell you what, I'll do it. I'll do it the easy way. Boys and girls, you're gonna have to prepare to copy. Paste. Put in this tiny URL. Cool. I'll leave it up there as long as you need it. Since all we're doing is talking to Skizmo. Sly, you should speak with your peers about this photo before you make a boo-boo. Well, listen here, sweetheart. until you make a point, there's no boo-boo being made. Do you understand that? There's a white blob that they claim is a lighthouse at 51 miles away, far left, but they don't consider that. You can't see that from the cliffs beside Douglas. Okay, now, Emmerich, is that something that he actually has in his video?
Oh no, buddy boy, you cannot say reviewed evidence, because when peers reviewed it and showed that Anthony was full of shit, it was completely dismissed. And then they made up their own bullshit to cover their ass. So no, wide awake or on the level, whatever you're calling yourself this week, buddy boy. No, you don't get to claim peer-reviewed evidence. You guys don't even know what that means.
Yeah, because last time I heard a flat earther talk about peer-reviewed, he said that peer-reviewed means a bunch of indoctrinated scientists hanging out with each other, just agreeing with each other. I think it's a new
No,
claim.
rebel, you're not blocked.
So somebody tell me, where is that white blob in this video?
I'm not sure. I have to go through all of Nathan Oakey's hangouts to find out exactly where it's at. But one thing I'd like to point out, and it's been bugging me ever since this whole Isle of Man thing came up.
Huh.
Everybody on Flat Earth bitches endlessly about composite pictures.
Yeah.
Everybody in Flat Earth says if it's composite, it's fake.
It's fake.
Ranty did a composite of that video just like you did, and they're taking it like the word of God. It's a composite. Make up your mind. Are composites fake or are they valid?
Oh, you're talking about his horizontal composite?
Yeah.
Yeah. Tough shit, bitches.
That is the definition of a composite. Smaller pictures put together to make a larger picture. Does not mean fake.
I don't know who it was that got the error, but I just pulled up Tiny URL and it worked just fine for me. What up, Sally? Skizmo, where is the white blob? Tell me what video, tell me what time. I'll do it right here. I'll do it right
here's the thing. Here's the thing, Spunk Gizmo. I don't watch every one of Nathan's hangouts. I've watched the last 3 just to see if people were actually doing the whole boycott thing, which I'm very happy that up until today with Lottie, they were.
Hey, hold on a second, Sean. I saw you typing in the text during the boycott.
No, typing is one thing. Nobody's supposed to join the panel until Nathan can actually conduct himself and treat everybody fairly.
Oh, it's only a panel boycott?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. I thought it was a complete boycott because I saw you typing in the panel.
I'm actually thinking about that because I'm actually thinking about suggesting a chat boycott as well, because they're using that now to do their debates.
Oh, okay.
So I'm actually thinking about extending that boycott to include the chat as well, so he doesn't get the views, because that's what he's basing it on now.
Uh-huh.
You know, he's saying, "Oh, look, I've got record views." That's because people are watching in chat.
Skizmo. Need to know what video and what timestamp, bud. Give me a title, channel, timestamp. I'll do it right here. I'll show it to you right fucking here.
Well, no, Chris, I'm not demanding everybody boycotts him. I'm just highly suggesting it until Nathan can actually start treating everybody on equal footing. If he's going to claim it's a debate, treat it like one. Everybody has equal ground. There are no rule violations without penalties. So far, the only people that get penalized for violating the rules is people who don't agree with Nathan. That needs to end.
Emmerich
And
knows.
I'm actually going to make a video using one of Nathan's hangouts, one of his recent ones, where Anthony Riley self-admitted that in the hangout window that Nathan was showing, typed instead of said, "Fuck you, Globers." And Nathan didn't bat an eyelash.
Okay,
and that's his one and only rule: is no swearing in my hangout.
Let me break you off here real quick here. Skizzy, check it out. He says Emmerich knows. Okay, I didn't see Emmerich post it. You are going to tell me where this white blob is. I'm not going to need a whole day for this, okay? I've dissected shit far more complicated than locating a white blob in less than an hour, okay? There's been actually a couple of times, and I'm actually very happy to do it, that people have called me up and said, hey, somebody's trying to figure out where this is. What do you think? Okay, and Sean and I, we sat here and we nailed down to within 1.5 feet of where a photo was taken of a lighthouse and destroyed that whole thing, and we never heard about it again. So you tell me, give me the channel name, the title of the video, and the timestamp. Do that now. Otherwise, you're just arguing just for the sake of arguing, which is not new. Not a day for the white blob, a day to find it on Google. No, you'll tell me where the video is.
No, we know exactly where Sly's dick is. The picture Houseway just did, that dildo was named Sly Sparkane.
Yep, his girl gave it my name.
So for all of you that actually grabbed that picture, you have your answer. And Houseway, I beg you, please put that in your GIF rotation for any hangouts that you're in.
Come on, Skizzy. I need a channel name, video name, timestamp of what white blob.
Again, buddy boy, you keep saying peer-reviewed evidence.
Anthony's provided evidence.
Anthony's provided evidence. People who are smarter than you, Nathan, Spurs, and Lily, have reviewed that evidence and showed you all that it's all the Isle of Man.
Okay, hold on. Stop. Skizmo, you talking about this video that I have up right now at 4 minutes and 40? Because I'll bet you I know what white blob he's talking about. He's talking about the one in the water.
Is he talking about that stupid oil rig?
No, I think I know what he's talking about. Okay, I'm going to go full screen here. Hold on. 4 minutes and 40, yeah. Because I was using that as an alignment point, and I'm betting that all that white blob is just a boat because it's there and then it's not there. Okay, let's see. Now, I'm going to go back actually a little bit further behind 4 minutes 40 because he skims this shit really fast. That was the problem I was having with the thing. So I have this running at a quarter speed right now.
I told you how to do frame by frame.
Yeah.
I know it's technology, man.
Don't hit me with the technicals, man. All right, hold on. 35. 36. That white blob? Okay, give it to me, Sean. How do I go back one frame?
Comma.
This white blob. Is that the white blob you're talking about? No. He's talking about something else. Not that. Okay. Hold on. Okay, I'm holding on, man. You got my attention, man. Tell me what white blob we talking about.
While he's looking that up, buddy boy, all you have saying that it's the Isle of Man is Anthony's word. Period. That's it. He has not demonstrated that it is that it's Ireland. He has not given any evidence that it is Ireland.
I have lined it up down to pretty much the foot that right there is the town of Bride on the Isle of Man. Yeah, whatever the hell this white thing is in the water, it could be a boat, it could be a fucking reflection off of a channel buoy, who knows?
It's probably a buoy.
Yeah, but it's something in the water. It could even be reflections off the glass off of a like a ski boat or some shit. I don't know. I find it also completely and totally irrelevant to any and all discussions.
Yeah, the only white blobs that Anthony has to worry about is what comes out of his purple dildo. I'm sure
Come
he's
on.
got it rigged up to be loadable.
Come on, Skizzy. Don't let me down, man. Because, you know, I don't do research.
Yeah, it could be a seagull.
That'd be a big fucking seagull, dude. This is zoomed all the way in.
Halsoy really, 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 really wants to share Google Earth on VR.
What's that?
No, it's an application that lets you VR view Google Earth.
Oh, wow. Does that
So he wants
exist?
to know if he can come in and demonstrate that.
Hold on. Let me let me see if Skizzy here comes through. I doubt he will, but you know, I'm an optimist.
Flurspective, Miles. Flurspective.
Now, mind you, I have not watched the rest of this video. I'm sorry. It does not interest me very highly.
It goes down south quick.
Well, I'm sure it does.
Well,
Hey,
they
there's that little
build their
tip.
entire premise on a few false assumptions.
Yeah.
2158.
Okay. Remember, Skizmo, I don't do research, and this would take me all day. Okay, so FE Core, yes, a nice way to take donations without having to pay the taxes on it. Let me see here. 2158. Okay, we're coming through slow on purpose, but I'm going to speed it up a little bit now.
Since you know how to do forward and backward frames.
Yeah. It's funny when you got it on half speed, everybody sounds drunk.
They sound drunk when it's on normal speed. So that white blob.
A solid object. Okay. So that's the white spot we're looking for. Skizzy, is that the white spot we're looking for? What he just circled. I was listening to it. All he basically says is when you zoom into that part, you see a solid white object that's in the same place as it was before. I think he said. Find it on Google and match it up. Well, that'll just take a second here. Who wanted to show what?
Also, I wanted to show Google Earth VR.
Send him the link, man.
All right.
So while he's doing that, I can nail down what this is. I'll be coming off audio when he comes in. So y'all have to hang out for a second.
Oh my god. Also, you're a genius. I'm going to send you another picture on the side there, Sly.
Okay. All right, I'm gonna come off audio here for a second. So you guys talk about VR for a second. I'll take my presentation off.
There it is without the hat and glasses. Oh my god.
That's so awesome.
Damn you, Halsoy.
Where the hell is my hangout thing? No, that's not it. Where's my hangout window? Oh, there it is.
Well, he's
all right,
got and no,
it?
you can't see it. I don't have it shared. It's the same image that I shared on the G drive without the hat and glasses.
Okay. So, okay, I'm going to go off audio for a minute so I can start working on this. What's up, Halsoy?
He's muted because, you know, he's smart like that.
Him muted himself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hey, Houseway, you want to unmute? Oh, he can't do it while he's looking through VR glasses. taking them off. Hey, Houseway, unmute.
No, I'm not sure how this microphone sounds because it's the microphone on the Vive headset itself.
It's fine. It's working. It's a little.
Can you hear me at all?
Yeah, we can hear you.
Do you hear me like okay? Because it's the Vive microphone.
You sound a little muted, but you're okay. So go ahead and show off.
I mean, I just need to sort some stuff out.
We should make that GIF so Riley's wearing VR goggles. No, I don't want it to cover his face so much. Also, the mic makes you sound Norwegian. So, Goudsmiths.
Okay. Testing. Can you hear me now?
No.
No. Okay.
Yes, we can hear you.
Okay. Nice. Let me just see if I can get my headphones on without breaking anything. It's kind of awkward. I'm in a seated position right now, but I prefer to be standing. But can you see this?
Yeah.
Also, this is the live chat. Yes, that's right. I'm looking at YouTube in VR in Google Earth. So screw you guys. So, just first of all, can you just? I'm sure it doesn't come through exactly how absolutely fucking stunning this is in VR, but
You're getting a really incredible frame rate even over the Hangout.
yeah. So no, this is so cool. And look at this. I can just lean left and we can see there's Ireland over there. And we can lean right. And that's mainland UK there. This is I mean it doesn't make justice when broadcast over the internet like this, but it's
Yeah. Well aware.
Yeah.
Requiem for a Dream gave a public service announcement to the chat. Be advised when the screen starts shaking, that's just Houseway pleasuring himself to the flat earth tears.
What? When you see my controller do this is what? I'm not doing that.
just don't look down, okay?
Oh, okay. Do not look down. Okay, I get it. No. Okay.
You're using a Vive, right?
Yeah, this is the Vive, and this is Google Earth in VR. So I'm gonna actually screw this. I need to. Okay, just say something. I want to test if I can hear you.
Testing.
Yeah, okay, it's good enough. Actually, give me a minute. I'm gonna see if I can force the sound through my my Vive headphones.
Space. Well, you have to wait for him to get back with the dog. He took the dog out. But that's interesting, Spurs. Just like you had 3,000 miles on your little line.
There we go. Now I can hear you. It's complicated having like fucking 20 sound outputs on the computer.
Well, what? You're not supposed to have that many.
Well, screw you, I do. So now I'm standing. It's much more easier to look around and bob and weave and knock into furniture and yeah. So let's do this. Actually, so experimenting. Was he standing in Blackpool this time around? I still don't have
No,
the
he
full
was up. He
details.
was up at St. Bees, which is much farther north. Go to, I think, near Whitehaven, a little south of it.
I mean, we can search it.
Yeah, there's
There
St.
it
Bees.
is, St. Bees. I mean, sorry, normal Google Earth just does not compare to this. Just saying.
Right.
Do we know where exactly where he was?
Well, look back down. He was go to the left.
Left. Oh, it was on this patch right here, wasn't it? Somewhere.
No, he was actually much farther up the path than that. Go to the right.
Go to the right.
Okay, look straight down.
Straight.
Zoom in a bit.
This is ocean.
Yeah, well, zoom in on that. Zoom in on the cliff face.
Here.
Mm-hmm. And let me get a careful look because okay, see that little mound right there? He was just
This
to the
one?
left of that. He was just to the left side of that, barely.
So, right around here
Right around
somewhere.
there. Yep.
Okay. Well, see, the cool thing about this, right, is that I can actually stand, which you can't do in normal Google Earth. I can actually stand on the ground here. Like I'm standing, and as you can see, that's Isle of Man sticking over there. Just to give you an idea, though.
Just to be clear, Cypher, I did not come with Spunkismo. Somebody else did, so I'm not taking credit for that.
And so, just to get you an idea, right? So Isle of Man is there.
Mhm.
Ireland is so far away, you can barely just see the coastline there.
Hmm.
And if I go back down, the coastline of Ireland should be where I'm pointing right now. And I can go down again. And I'd be hard pressed to think you can still see the coastline. And so I'm not landing in the same spot. It was further over here, right?
Yeah.
But still, you can only see barely Isle of Man at the horizon there.
Spunkismo,
So it
there
was
is no map
somewhere
flat
around
earthers
here
can agree on.
again.
Make sure you clarify that because all of the
So-
globe earthers agree on a map.
Yeah, we do. What's going on in live chat?
No, Spurs Chemo saying that there's no map that everybody agrees on. No, there's no map that flat
There are
earthers
people
agree on.
in there are in VR, yeah. Also, so now we're in Street View.
Right. Yeah, that's kind of the problem, Spurs. Because you guys don't have a map, you can't build a model. Without a model, you can't test your own claims at all. That's the fundamental flaw of flat Earth. Actually, it's not. We
map isn't
navigate
wrong,
with
though.
the ball map.
Yeah.
We get from point A to point B because it's mapped.
Also, let me play God Air for a second. Let there be night.
And as you said, there is no flat Earth map. So, in other words, there is no navigation on a flat Earth.
I gotta hand it to Riley though. He picked a pretty beautiful spot to photograph. But yeah, so maybe it's better now since it's nighttime. That is still Isle of Man. Is Scotland, if I'm not mistaken, or Wales. I don't know the UK geography all that well. This bit here.
And this is why I'm saying that from now on, I will not invite flat Earth retards until they can provide a model to any of my hangouts. There's no point. Until they can actually have a model to test, there's no point in even talking with them in a hangout. I will just debunk them like I have been forever.
You see the coastline there, Sean?
Yeah,
Yeah,
barely.
That's Ireland. If I go further down here, I'm pretty sure it'll disappear.
Let's remind Spunkismo what happened the last time a flat earther made a model. That would be Tiger Dan. He tried to model the flat earth, realized it doesn't work, and gave up on the flat earth, and he was eviscerated by the cult. The same thing has happened with flat earth asshole. He says the AE map doesn't work. He was eviscerated by the Flat Earth cult. Actually, Spurs, we can test our model. That's how we got to our model, was through testing and observation. None of your tests or observations from Flat Earth side match up to be able to make a model. Name one thing on the globe Earth model that doesn't work. And tell me how you tested that.
It's kind of the thing. Everything you test on the globe works out.
Yes, I know. And I actually sent him a private message wishing him well on whatever he chooses to do. You know, I've never talked to Flat Earth asshole until today. And I'm sorry he got the Tiger Dan treatment. You know, it sucks that people in cults do that, but it's just the price you pay for being in a cult. Yes, I'm fully aware that he's still denying the globe. It's just still not right that because he doesn't agree with the popular YouTubers that think the Earth is flat, that they did a war cry on him. It's bullshit, but that's what cults do. You know, if Reds Rhetoric decided tomorrow to say the Earth was flat, I wouldn't put out a call for people to downvote his videos, to give him shit. No, but that's what flat earthers did.
We kick him in the head and call him stupid.
Yeah, we kick him in the head, call him stupid, and then that'd be the end of it.
Yeah.
But we wouldn't sit there and ostracize him and use him as video fodder just to say how evil and how much of a shill he is. That's just retarded. It's because it's a cult.
I still have a beer with him.
Okay, so I'm back now. For anybody who was wondering, I had to take my dog out real quick. So I'm going to be addressing this thing now. Keep going with the VR shit. That's fucking cool, man. I'm sorry. That just
honestly, like it doesn't do it justice just seeing it on stream. If I lived close by to you, I would drag this to you and let you just experience it.
Now that you're back, Spurs did have one thing to say while you were gone.
Okay.
Directly towards you. Let me find it so I don't misquote him, Anthony. You know, reading somebody's quotes back verbatim is now apparently misquoting. So I'm going to go up and actually read his quote word for word.
What do we call that? Quote mining?
Yeah. Was it before or after that one? Sorry to apply the pressure, Sly, but I've got you hook, line, and sinkered. This will be your worst show, not worst. But I hope we can remain cordial as you become a flat earthers. And yes, he put the yes.
So I'm going to be plural too?
Well, it's going to be your worst show, and you're going to be a flat earthers.
And I'm going to be a flat earthers. Okay. That's cute, bud. Anyway. I don't have any other words for that.
Well, like I said, I was gonna quote him verbatim.
Okay. So I have to listen to what's being said here. Hold on. This you will not hear this because it's coming over my normal audio channel here.
Hey, Sean. Just out of curiosity, what were the buildings you guys were identifying? Because I haven't.
Go to the shark fin shape of the island.
The shark fin. Oh, up here.
Yep. And look for bride.
Fort Bride.
Yeah, bride, like a wedding bride.
Okay.
It's kind of near the center of the shark fin.
There's bride.
There it is.
Honestly, like fucking, it feels so confusing seeing the globe from this angle.
Now, why are you turning your head upside down, man?
He's simulating people from Australia.
Yeah.
Sorry.
You know?
Had to do it, man. Had to do it.
Requiem for a Dream says if he zooms in on a chick in a white dress, he's gonna laugh.
So okay, so what were the buildings here?
The whole town.
Oh, it's the whole town. Okay.
Yeah. Anthony couldn't identify that. He asked for people to identify it. Sly did, and now he's misrepresenting his evidence.
Looks like a cozy place. I wonder, can you see Ireland from here?
Probably if you get over that hill, you might be able to.
I think I see something on the horizon here.
That's not the horizon. That's the limitation of your view.
Oh wait, actually, that was due north. There's Ireland. Holy shit. Yeah, I'm not even sure you can see Ireland. Oh no, wait, yeah, you can. You see the mountain ranges there? That's Ireland.
You know what's funny, man?
More specifically, it looks like it's a cove, actually.
Yeah,
it's
yes,
east.
Cypher, I am well aware of the work that Geo and Rumpus did, and they did a fantastic job identifying every single structure on the coast that Anthony just denies.
Oh, you mean so what I'm doing right now has already been done?
Yeah. To great detail. They got the heading for every single object that can be seen on the coast.
Well, geez, what the fuck am I doing then?
Well, what it is Anthony's no longer wanting to address them because they beat the holy shit out of him.
Okay.
And now he's trying to go to somebody who hasn't done any real work on it yet, except for your one observation.
Oh, yeah.
So he can't go with the people that actually identified everything, got the headings correct. So he's going to somebody who hasn't really spent time on it, and he wants to start fresh and hope that he can debunk you.
Aha. Okay.
Do right now, by the way.
What's that?
So, since apparently, like, you're going upside down, right? Let's just start from Norway, since I'm from Norway. Which actually looks pretty beautiful in VR as well, with all these fjords and shit. Just look at this. Look at this. We can fly through the fjords.
And now we're going to start seeing the view shake.
Oh, but so, you have this thing, right? If I go out on from a space view again here, they say like if let's say we start from Norway, which is pretty far north, and we're going down to I don't know, somewhere around this giant blob. You're supposed to go upside down. Right?
Do me a favor.
Yeah.
Go back and go as far away from the Earth as you can.
Okay, this is as far away as I can from Google Earth.
Okay, center Australia in your view.
Yeah.
Now, get a little closer.
A little closer.
Oh, look, Australia's bigger than it was a minute ago. Get a little closer. Oh, look, Australia's bigger than it was a little bit ago. Get a little closer.
Hey,
Oh, look,
it's picking up my entire field of view.
Of the Earth. Spurs,
Holy
you
shit,
have no
Australia's
idea what
huge.
perspective on a sphere does. This is where he's saying they can't get the continent sizes correctly because he's looking at pictures from different altitudes.
Okay, so let's have a crash course in perspective. This is Australia. Okay. You can see Australia here. See how tiny it is there? See how large it is here? Tiny, large, closer, way large,
Near,
tiny.
far, near,
near,
far.
far. Well, near, far, near, far.
Sorry, I had to say it.
That's just the way perspective looking at a ball works, like Spurs. You have no idea what the hell you're talking about when you say they can't get the continents right.
Dude, y'all can't even get the sun
it's because
right.
you're comparing one picture taken from one orbit and another picture taken from a higher orbit.
Oh,
It's just the field of view compared to the size of what is in the center of the frame.
See, far, near. Oh wait, hang on.
I knew it. The Earth is hollow.
Shit, LCS was right. Or LSE was right. Holy shit, he's right.
So the Earth
It's all an illusion. It's right in front of us.
obviously, so the Earth is not only a simulation; it is hollow as well.
Holy, it's all right in front of us. It's a grand conspiracy. They've been hiding it all along on my left hand.
Yes, you proved it with VR.
But yeah, this is the funny bit, right? Right now, I'm standing upside down, right? Because I am down here. So now I'm standing upside down, right? I did this with Spurs once. Actually, what I did was using Space Engine. We were like this. Actually, no, it wasn't Space Engine. It was Anti-World, Altera, actually. which is a 1-to-1 scale model in a game engine of the Earth, which
Can
is
I ask
completely
something real
destructible.
quick here? Can I ask something real quick?
No,
Yes.
no,
The,
this is my hangout now, bitch.
Just because you
He's
got the
got-
cool toys.
He's
No,
got the all powerful eject button.
This
That's super
composite horizon that is on this video that I'm going over right now. Is that claimed to have been taken from the photograph from the exact same spot where Riley was?
Say what?
Hold on a second here. I'm gonna break your video there real quick. This right here, is this claimed to have been shot in the same place that Riley was standing?
I'm not sure. Like I said, I have not watched that particular video all the way through. I've watched bits and pieces.
Okay. Because
But-
one thing that's bugging me is that the comparison that they're using here is about 1,500 feet off the ground. So just thought I'd throw that out there. But no, I'm just trying to find out if that's actually being claimed as being from the same spot.
It's the Vive, Richard, by the way, since he's asking here.
What's that?
No,
Because-
I'm reading chat in VR, right? So Richard asked what kind of VR it is, and I said it's the Vive.
That's fucking so cool looking though.
Yeah.
Not looking good, ballers. Why is it not looking good? Because reasons?
Who says not looking good?
Spunky is.
Fucking Skizmo, have you even looked into this shit? Oh, I'm sorry.
I'm
You
just
don't do that.
gonna start calling sperm drinks more.
Okay, I'm gonna put this back
Sean?
up on Houseoid then.
Yeah, woohoo! So obey me, son.
He wants you to show him what the white blob is.
Yeah, well, I'm getting to that. I'm just trying to
This is a white blob.
streamline at least the process of finding out where the photograph was taken from. That's all, or photographs were taken from.
This is something I did with Perschemo. I think it's actually might be close to 2 years ago now. Was we had a scale model of the Earth, right, that I was on, and as you can see right now, I am looking due north. I had Perschemo actually in kind of like a similar vantage point explain to me what direction was up. You want to take a guess at where he pointed? He pointed that way. That's up.
Oh, another north up person.
Yeah, him and Pete both. It was on the old Earth discussions channel. Sadly, that hangout no longer exists. And then I pointed due east. I stood like this. I even had the map up so you could see my orientation. Right? And I asked him, okay.
How
And
dare
I
you
did
show your work?
And then I did like this. And I asked him, which direction is up? And he still said, that direction, because it's above the screen.
And that's why you're facing east?
Yes. So up went from being north to being east. And then I did hang on, let me tilt the planet again.
Yes, turn the world.
Then I did like this, right? And I twisted it. Shit. How the fuck? I'm not even sure if I can rotate it at this angle. No, I'm too far out. I can't rotate it. But okay, I was looking at it this way. This up here, right? I was looking on its
your screen
side
froze.
on, and I asked, direction is up.
You're
Said,
getting bandwidth issues.
oh, shit. It fixed?
Paul Voigt just said in the chat that Sly the blob to the left of Baldrine was identified for him this morning. The white blob is at about 54 degrees, 11 minutes, 56 seconds north. 4 degrees, 23 minutes, 59.98 seconds west. It's one of the houses along Clayhead Road. So if you want to verify that.
Well, all love to you. Let me find it.
But yeah, so another thing we did
Otherwise, I'm
with
just
First
echoing
and
what
Peak
other
was
people
actually
say.
same thing as this, right? I did this also in Altera. Actually had the map overlay on like this, and I started flying, and I told them, and I'm standing upside down. You can actually see I'm moving. So like, when am I upside down?
Okay, so
And
that's
also, when do I have to tilt my nose down?
Spurs, give him some time. That's what he's doing now. I probably am going to have to reread the coordinates if you didn't get them out of chat already.
nope. I don't want any coordinates
Oh, okay.
because that's
Pacific Ocean is quite large.
FE rule number one. Even though they break it all the time, is you don't quote other people's shit. And
Fly
plus, if I
faster.
quoted other people's stuff, we never would have found that pier.
Yeah, Mile, everybody knows about that clip already. It's the near and far cow clip. And I think that we did the near far thing with the planet Earth enough for Spurs to stop bringing that up.
I still haven't turned upside down, by the way.
Okay, so I've identified that. And that's the beginning of the end of this discussion. So let's see.
Oh shit, Rob has a checkmate.
Rob has a checkmate. Obviously, if you're not constantly adjusting
Yeah.
your nose down, then Google Earth VR is representing that the Earth is flat.
Yes. Can confirm.
And why is this? Because down is always to the center of the Earth.
Print screen. Get out the PowerPoint of destruction.
I think we're about to hit land, Mia.
No, I'm not the one that said stop bringing up the white dot. As far as I know,
Fuck me,
nobody,
the Pacific Ocean
the only
is
thing that's been
large.
said about the white dot is Sly saying he didn't want the coordinates. He wants to find it himself. I believe somebody in chat says to stop bringing up the white dot, and if you want me to scroll up and try to find it, if it hasn't gone off the screen yet, I can go through that. But I've never said stop bringing up the white dot. You can stop putting words in my mouth.
Who said that?
Spurs. He says,
Spurs,
Sean,
you're the one who brought it up,
didn't you
dude.
say stop bringing up the white dot? No, I did not say stop bringing up the white dot.
Hey, we just flew from Australia to Alaska, and we didn't turn upside down.
I mean, this hangout, if I'm correct, is going to stay on your channel, right, Sly?
Yes, it will, of course.
So, and since the last thing I typed was a link to a picture of house I made about an hour ago. You feel free to play this back and then give me a timestamp of when I said stop bringing up the white dot. I'd like to hear that.
Unless you said, "Oh my God, that's stupid," but let's see. Now that's that, but that doesn't match up with that. So that means that the orientation that they were using there was incorrect. So that means.
Oh, by the way, I need to. So this is desktop. Let's see. Go home. Closing Google Earth.
How the fuck does that?
See, there's your problem, Spurs. You thought. We know that you can't do that properly.
Here's a
Oh,
different
man.
thing I want to show you here, Sean. Let's see. Where art thou? Mm-hmm.
And technically, a 1 pixel white dot isn't really isn't that impressive when they've identified every single structure across the entire island already, and it all matches.
Yeah,
And it's just thrown out the window because it shits on Anthony's parade.
Oh.
Anthony's best argument is no.
Oh, I wonder if this is only for educational purposes.
Actually, it's supposed to be not for educational purposes.
Oh, it doesn't say anything. And it's glitching out. This is coordinates up, by the way. This is my home in VR. But let me see if I can find.
Yeah, the little 1 pixel things are hard to find, but the 8 and 9 pixel sized objects that were identified pretty well shit on anything that a 1 pixel thing can do.
And plus, the other portion of that discussion is you have to relate them to other objects just to define exactly what they are.
Right, and that's probably how Paul Voigt actually got that identified, was by comparing it to the other objects that have been identified.
Well, you see, the thing that I want to find, but I'm still not there yet, is the thing that I want to find is there are 4 dots on a horizon, or on, should I say, on the top of the hill, about 2 shots away from the actual white dot that we're looking for. Once I find those, it's all over. And but I'm doing terrain association right now, and it's just kind of a bear. That's all.
So I just realized that this thing doesn't actually show up. But I'm trying to find. There's one environment I want to show you because I think you're gonna nerdgasm if I can fucking find it.
Here's the fallacy that Spurs is doing right now. He's trying to make you rush through it and demanding an answer right now, not understanding that actually researching takes time and effort.
Oh, tough shit, bitch.
And you have to remember, this is the first time Sly has actually addressed this. He just started looking into this today. People like Geo and Rumpus and Paul have been hitting this head on for over a month.
Really?
Yeah. Like I said, they have got every single possible building mapped out. And then apparently Ranty found this one little 1 pixel white dot and wants that identified now. But everything else on the island has already been identified.
Must be nice to want.
It could be something as simple as a reflection off of a car hood.
That's entirely possible.
Can I substantiate that? No, it's just conjecture. I'll freely admit that. But it could be just right time, right place, reflection. You have a 1 pixel's hotspot on a camera.
Yep.
Because remember, signaling mirrors can be seen for dozens of miles on high altitudes. So I can see a car hood or a car windshield, if there's a road there, reflecting the sun at just the right angle and hitting the camera for a couple of seconds at the time he was filming. Could be that, could be a house. We don't know yet. That's what Sly is trying to figure out, and you're trying to say he's got to do it yesterday.
Could be a skylight on a roof. See, what I think I need to do is I need to crop off of this picture the Google Earth thing that they have on there, because they have it that thing's like over 100 something. It's a viewpoint from over 100 something meters, or 100 something feet off the water surface, which means all the things are going to be misaligned anyway, and it's obviously closer. So I need to make sure that
I'm guessing that I was most likely right that very well could be a car on a road. Spurs is saying my name isn't Sly because now apparently I gave you a possible answer.
Oh, how dare you!
And mind you, this is just thinking about it analytically and thinking about what it could possibly be. I'm not actually doing the research. I'm just forming hypothesi about what it could be, and we can test it later on.
Hypothesize?
I'm not forming a conclusion and then saying that must be it. The exact opposite of what flat earthers do.
I'm sorry if I'm making noise there.
I can start chewing if you need me to.
I just want to. You can only see this from one of my eyes, though. But
now, if I'm right, will I be happy? Yeah. If I'm wrong, will I be happy? Not as much, but at least we'll figure out what it actually is.
Yep.
I'm not just making up random stuff and claiming that's what it is. I'm forming hypothesi, which means we have to test it. We have to make observations of what this thing is. We have to try to verify it and try to disprove that hypothesis. No, Spurs, the dot's not getting to me. You're the one that brought it up. You asked for answers. I gave you a possible hypothesis, and he's testing it.
Here's a question. Now, I'm not looking at the chat, but I hope he'll answer it, and I'm sure you'll tell me if he does. Hey, Spurs, what's the white dot?
Well, he got mad when I said it could be a reflection off of a car windshield.
No. That's not the question. The question is, Spurs, what's the white dot?
Actually, Cypher, yeah, yes and no. Oh, he's saying it's the lighthouse.
It's a lighthouse.
It would be more than a dot, and 2, it wouldn't be lit up during the day.
That part is entirely true. So, Spurs, you are 100% sure that white dot is a lighthouse. Without a doubt.
What's the name of the lighthouse? Because I can jump over to that little map and verify whether or not it's been identified or not. Because if you identify all the structures in the area, it's not hard to figure out where the lighthouses are.
No, of course not.
No, not 100%. What's the name of the lighthouse that it's supposed to be, Spurs?
Wait a minute, Spurs, you're not 100% sure? Then what the fuck are you arguing? Did Ranty and them not point this out? Because if you're not 100% sure, then who are you to say fucking anything?
Is this getting through, by the way, Sean?
I'm off the window with it. Nifty.
What's nifty? I want to see
Take
nifty.
a guess where I am.
Oh, damn.
Oh, it's NASA CGI.
Show me the bubbles.
See? NASA.
That is so awesome. I'm sorry, but that is so awesome.
Also, I'm actually doing like a mission, so I need to inspect.
Oh my god, he's got a GoPro. No.
Selfie time. Woo!
He's got a GoPro. That's how they're faking the curvature. Skizmo, did you answer my question?
Get
Let me
the
go back here and
arm.
look.
The crane.
You're 90% sure.
He's
The more you
85
can't find it-
or 90% sure that it's the lighthouse.
Yeah, but the more that I can't find it, 99%. That
The
wasn't
more you
answering my
can't
question.
find the lighthouse, the more sure you're sure that it is the lighthouse. That makes absolutely no sense.
Oh, that's fucking just awesome. So there's a lighthouse on the Isle of Man. I would imagine that's probably a correct statement.
There's actually
Probably.
several of them.
I was going to say there's
And-
probably a couple of them. Skizzy.
Also, since people.
Oh, by the way, Houseway, you need to be careful because Jared might try to hit you with a laser.
What? Where from? Shit. I don't see anything.
Hey, Houseway. Did you put on your big helmet?
I think so.
Langness Lighthouse is what he's claiming it is.
Say again?
Also, just
Langness Lighthouse.
this is the scale of the item,
Langness.
by the way, for people thinking it's something absolutely fucking massive. You can relate now to the actual scale of the thing. It's not. I mean, it's big,
It's a football field.
Wait
Yeah.
a minute.
but it's
Hold on a second. I must interrupt here.
Uh-oh.
Hold on. Let me put this over here. We interrupt this unbelievable VR coolness
To show something up.
to show
Oh
something
shit!
else.
I'm heading into the night side.
Okay. here's Langness. Okay, now I don't know exactly yet where the lighthouse is on Langness. Okay, but unless I'm mistaken, there was like land way to the left and right of that white dot, correct?
Uh-huh.
As in, it was a dot in the middle of a stretch of land. Okay, now, here's the lighthouse right here. There it is, right there.
Yeah. Is that the southernmost lighthouse?
It would appear so, yeah. Don't quote me; I'm not an expert on this island, but I would say yes, southernmost. Well, almost southernmost. There's probably one over here, but that's not even in this discussion. Okay, now white dot. Let's go back over to the video.
Where was that white dot in the video?
Hold on a second. I think you said 21 something. Hold on a second. Where's the damn video? Where's the video? Where's the video? I got so many freaking windows open right now. It's unbelievable.
I feel so
Okay.
helpless when I'm not next to that crane.
Okay, now the white dot. This is the white dot. Because there's like a helicopter here, and here's the white dot. Now, before I continue, I'm going to make this a little bit smaller first. Okay.
Do you have that helicopter in your composite?
It's actually in there, yeah.
We'll refer to that.
Yeah. Okay, Skizzy. The land behind the white dot is Ireland. That's not the question here. You're saying this white dot
Is the lighthouse.
This is the lighthouse. Is that what you are saying? I want to hear it. I want an answer to this. Regardless of its name, is that the white dot?
Oh, now that's the claim. That's all I'm saying. No,
Are you telling me that I'm going off a claim? No, you're telling me that you bought into this, so that's why we're doing the research. You're saying that this right here, this white dot, the white blob in question, you're saying that that is the lighthouse, and Ireland is behind it.
Let's see where that helicopter's at in the overall shot.
Oh, I can bring that up right now. PowerPoint. Hold on. Was it visible here? There's the helicopter right there. So the white dot is here, or like right around here. Are you seeing my screen?
Uh-huh. Now go back to Google Earth and go along the sight line.
No, hold on. I want an answer first. Just locate on Google Sly. Don't ask me. No. This is your fucking claim, homie. Okay, you brought it to my attention. It's your claim. You're either going to take ownership of it or you're not. Okay, you said that this white dot, which is to the lower right of the helicopter, this white dot is the Langness Lighthouse, correct? And if not, you're going to tell me exactly right now who said exactly that it is. Because it's your quote, so if you're quoting it for somebody else, I want to know who said it. Come on. Then I'll get into why it's not it. You asked me, what do I think the white dot is? Yeah. And you said, now you're saying that you told me it's the lighthouse. So it's not somebody else's claim, it's your claim. So you're saying that this dot here is the Langness Lighthouse. Yes? You know, the bright white stalked lighthouse with apparently a light on the top of it during the day. Is that correct? Did you not say it or not? Did you say it or not? Come on, Schizo.
Apparently, Chris Roman numerals is going off on somebody, probably Spurs.
Yeah, he is actually.
Yeah, he's going off on
not
Spurs.
Underserving.
Come on, Skizzy. This is your claim, correct?
And
Don't
this has
play
been
game.
resolved as
No,
something beautiful to show.
you're going to answer the fucking question.
Let me see if it's still in the back chat, because when we asked him what it was, he outright said it's the lighthouse. He didn't say somebody says it's the lighthouse. He stated it as his claim.
Now, if Ranty said this, I'd totally buy that Ranty said it, because Ranty doesn't know the difference between a crane, a roller coaster, and a TV tower. And if Riley said it, well, Riley lost the whole city of Blackpool, so I'm not even worried about that. Is this your claim?
Spurs said this dot is unaccounted for in your world. Then he got on me about the whole reflection thing. Going down further. I didn't want to start a war. You asked him what he thought the white dot was, and in all capital letters at 6:54 p.m., the lighthouse. So we asked him what lighthouse he was, and then you asked him again. He says, "We already told you." So yes, Spurs. At this point, this is your claim.
Oh, yep, I see it right here. Long Ness.
And then after we finally asked him what lighthouse it was, in all capital letters, if I believe correctly, I'm still trying to find it, but I think
it's right here.
In all capitals at 6:57 p.m., Lang Ness.
Yep, 6:57 you, 12:57 me.
So yes, Spurs, it is your claim at this point.
No, I'm not missing any fucking point, dumbass. Locate the white dot. Well, here, let me first of all shoot down what you just said. Okay. In the video here, there is land. Way to the left, way to the right. Okay. This white dot, unaccounted for white dot, right? This white dot, you are claiming is this all white lighthouse. Okay, as a matter of fact, I'll bet you I could pull up even a photograph of the thing. Probably wouldn't be difficult.
I can probably find it as well.
I'm Googling it right now. Long
Sly and get him to do that VR Google Earth thing.
Long Ness lighthouse images. Okay, Long Ness lighthouse and cottages is a solid white structure, a blazoned white, if I were to say it any other way. A blazoned white structure would not make a dot.
Completely surrounded by blazing white buildings.
Right. So it would actually make an inverse T on the ground, very similar to this. Oh, see that? See that? Now, that makes no dot by any stretch of the imagination. Okay, here's the buildings, just so we know that we're talking about the same thing. And apparently there's very low rates on renting rooms here. Came up in the Google search. Now, here's the reason why I'm pointing this out here, Skizzy. This is the area where photos were being taken from.
Hold on. He says, no, Sly, don't waste your time on what you don't think it is. Find out what you think it is.
No, first I'm dispelling what you said.
Yeah, we're going by what you claimed, Spurs, and we're disproving it.
Now, Skizzy.
Don't ask him to use his head. It probably hurts.
So I'm going to save this. And I'm going to put, let's see. Skizzy's a bitch, so I'll make this pink. This is the Skizzy line. Okay. Skizmo's line goes all the way 51 miles away from the point of photography. I'm even going to get close and give you the advantage. Ready, Skizmo? Ready? I see a lot of no's. That's all I see. It's kind of cut off at the moment. Okay. Skizzy, you looking? You're watching, right? Okay. Land to the right. No land to the left. And no land behind it. And that's close up. You getting the point here, bud? Okay. Y'all calling it the lighthouse? Whoever has called it the lighthouse, maybe you're just echoing somebody else. Okay. No land.
So now we actually have to find what that white dot could be.
Okay. Now there has to be a good bit of land. I'm having trouble locating one of the nudges, so just so you're aware. Can't be the lighthouse, you dumb fuck.
Real quick, Rasmussen, no, I don't do it. The only one I can think of would be Kara. You just
What's
asked me
that?
a question in chat if I know anyone that could make a VR mod for a flat Earth model, and I said the only one I think I can think of is Kara.
Well, I can
So
probably do
so
that.
here's Spurs' reply
Oh,
to
if you can do it.
here's Spurs' reply to not having any land beyond that. If you can't find that dot, Sly, stop talking. It's not about me.
It's about your
It was
claim,
about
bitch.
your claim.
Okay, so here's
We have invalidated your claim.
your claim.
Now we get
Helicopter.
to figure out what that white dot actually is.
Okay, helicopter, white dot, some kind of shit up on the top of the ridge there. Now I have to do this slow because he zooms out rather fast. I had to go through this spot a couple of times now. Oh, there we go. There's the helicopter.
So just a word of advice there, Spurs.
Huh.
Now that we've invalidated your claim, let the big boys play and actually take the time to do some work to figure out what it actually is.
Hey, I thought we all agreed on that. I'm a very, 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 very small boy.
These three little fuckers here, these four fuckers here, is what I'm most looking for. Because that'll give me measurement, that'll give me distance, that'll give me everything. And it's become a bitch of a task. But that's just because I haven't found a starting point. Once I find a starting point, once I identify one specific solid, then it's all over.
If you're doing some work,
I believe you got a radio tower just to the left of whatever that mound is right there.
Yeah, there's a radio tower here, there's some kind of a mound here and all this, but I need a little bit greater in terrain first.
if you're gonna do something, can I showcase some eye candy? Because I'm about to finish this maintenance mission, and there's a nice little thing at the end for everyone to view. Ooh, let me just drill in the last couple of screws here, and
don't drop your glove.
Don't let those bubbles out.
There we go. And look at this. This is the reward. There's a giant solar flare going on.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't want to be outside right now.
Who cares about that? I mean, if you were going to die, you would want to die.
I would want to die to that view, yes.
And then we can just push ourselves off. And we're done.
That's just too cool, man. All right, back to work.
Oh, yeah, this is what CGI looks like, by the way.
Yeah, Cypher, I agree. Cypher said, yeah, I know at Bo, Holbo, Rasmussen, and Spursgizmo. Spursgizmo is just trying to do a long song and dance about a single white dot when all buildings have been identified.
Stop saying that. You're making me feel bad.
Just giving you some encouragement because I know you can do it.
Hey. See, now that's a long straight stretch there.
Oh, this is nice. Sly, this is from Spurs. Sly, this won't be achieved tonight. We expect a full report within 2 days of this task. We want everything lined up with Google Earth, nothing less. We will be watching, of course. Again, good luck.
Who's we?
His cult. Again, Spurs. This has already been done. Sly is just taking this on because it's something he enjoys doing. It's already been done. And your little Lily buddy, your little Nathan Oakley smoke in front of my newborn baby jerk have all dismissed it without even considering it. They just said, no, that's their best evidence that Rumpus's analyzing is wrong. Is just, no.
You make that
So until
sound
you can come
new.
back with something better than nuh-uh, you really need to consider Rumpus's analysis. But of course, you won't do that because it rains on your parade.
And plus, you said that lighthouse was Long Ness. So, tough shit, dude. You were wrong. I could take all day to be right.
Yes, Sub-039 just said Spurs always refers to himself as we. Yeah, I would agree with that. No, and Spitfire, no, Oakley is not a virgin. He has the sex toys to prove it. Yeah, the dumbass actually accidentally showed them all in one of his early videos. And the dude's a perv. How he can claim to be a Christian, I have no idea. He's got a freaking riding crop on his bed.
I only got 2.
Yeah, he had 3 dildos on one end table. He had lube, something else, some other kind of toy. And then, have you seen Game of Thrones where Joffrey has one of the prostitutes beat another prostitute with a big piece of wood? He has one of those sitting on the other end table that looks like a gigantic pepper shaker. And then he's got a riding crop sitting in the middle of the bed. And yes, curved water, I say accidentally because it was like in the first couple seconds of a video. It was a video showing off his sound system. He turned the camera on too early.
Because of microwaves.
Yeah. Anyone afraid of heights?
So yes, I've already downloaded that video. I'll be making a video out that next time Anthony or Nathan tries to go off on it being all Christian like.
Yeah, last Christian I remember talking to had porn on his desktop.
You shall not be named.
Yeah, he seemed to have a fixation with porn about, I think, what was it, kids fucking their stepmoms or some shit?
Yeah, it was just a bunch of incest stuff.
Yeah, so I don't have much faith in the online Christian community.
And actually, curved water, this was back when he first got onto YouTube. It was one of his first videos. And he hadn't learned how to edit properly at that point. Why he still has that video up after it's been pointed out to him that he's a sick pervert, I have no idea.
I ain't got no problems with. I just don't like the hypocrisy is what I don't like.
Yeah, that's why I like pointing it out, just how much of a hypocrite he is.
I mean, other than that, everything else is kind of falls by the wayside on that whole discussion. You know, I mean, I watch porn shit, but what do you call it? I don't claim that I don't, and nor am I part of an organization that claims that they don't.
You should try it in VR.
IG, I'm not lumping the entire Christian community together. I'm just lumping Nathan in the hypocrisy category.
Does he ever zoom in on any of this shit?
Lily has subscribers because they're all willing to believe him because they like their little cult.
Or he has jackass subscribers who just want to see how bad he fucks it up.
That's a giant tree stump.
But anyway, gentlemen, it is 7 p.m. and 20 after, and I do need to start working on hitting the sack.
Oh, look at you bitching. It's 1:15 here.
Yeah, well, I got to get up at, way too early in the morning.
Yeah, I don't have to get up tomorrow morning.
Yeah, lucky bitch. So I will talk to you both later. Have fun.
All right, Jet. All right.
Later, man.
So Now I am just narrowing down. Where the? Come on, man! Zoom in on that one spot again. Yes, you can see a lot of detail. That's exactly what I want to see, right there. All right. Got a great spot. He got me looking towards the end of the video when there's much better stuff earlier in the video. What are you dying, man? Or oh, is that the eclipse?
Look at this, right?
That's the eclipse, right? Fucking
Looky
cool.
there.
That is too cool, dude. You distracted me, man.
I'm gonna go straight into it and look up.
Oh,
Lee.
that is too awesome. All right. Anyway, back to what I was doing here. There's that hill. There's that hill. There's that hill. Now I think that's that one fucking stupid peak, right? Isn't it? Or is it not?
My virtual eyes are fine, boy. Matter of fact, they're probably more fine than my actual eyes. I would boot up Space Engine in VR if I had it working properly, but I don't. I probably need to reinstall it again. And actually supports VR, and that is something amazing.
Oh yeah.
In VR.
What does it do different?
See, where are you actually playing around right now? You still at the LMN or something?
Okay.
Oh, are you?
Well, I'm kind of looking at yours, but at the same time doing this hide and seek game of the white dot.
Oh, okay.
No, but I mean, you said something about loading the Space Engine. What does that do different?
Something about what?
You said something about you wanted to load the Space Engine, whatever that meant.
Oh yeah, Space Engine is a software. It simulates the entire universe.
What?
Oh, you haven't used it?
I've never used any of that, man.
Everything we know of, well, essentially, not everything, but all the main things we know of that exists in the universe is in it.
Wow.
So pretty much all stars and all constellations you can go to all the known galaxies. You can go to the known major black holes. And you can just explore. Like you can point in the sky and just select a star, go to it, and explore the planets. And it generates stuff we don't have data for. It just generates randomly. But you can get some absolutely fucking spectacular views by doing that.
Damn.
You know what? Actually, fuck it. While you're doing that,
Okay.
or whatever you're doing, I'm actually going to try and get it up and running because you're going to nerdgasm so hard you're going to have to change underwear. If I can get it up and running.
Hey, does anybody remember where it is in Google Earth that you exaggerate? Oh, there it is. Never mind. Forget it. Found it. That's what I need.
Oh, by the way, I haven't listened to my own audio, but does it make a lot of noise when I move the headset around, or haven't you been able to tell at all?
Moving the headset around? No, but whatever it was you just did about 2 seconds ago, it sounded like you were taking it off.
Yeah, I accidentally rubbed it against my shirt.
Yeah, but you just get some like little scratchy noises. That's about it.
Yeah, I think it should be fine.
But no, the whole time you were moving it around, and the mic sounds good by itself as well. So All right.
I'm actually just going to mute myself and try and get this thing up and running.
Okay, well, I'll put my screen on then for a little while. Share. Present to everyone. Now what I'm doing is I just exaggerated the landscape. It's I'm having fun trying to find a starting point. I'm following the lines back to the point of photography, if that is in fact the point of photography. And this is all exaggerated right here because as you get further back, obviously you want things to line up the right way, but you need to be able to see it too. So let's see here, tools, options. Plus at the same time, I'm doing this for somebody who doesn't give a shit about it in the first place. He's just bought what somebody else said. So let's see here. Now, there's the dark head there. I'm waiting for that aha moment, and I think this is it. That's the cut right there. Yeah, because what I'm going to end up seeing is that little peak over there. So that's the cut. Now we're getting closer to it. Because in the photo conglomerate, it goes downhill and then it goes like flat for a while, which is exactly what's happening here. So let's see here. Got that. This dip right here, this is all bullshit right here because they're at a much higher height and a much closer angle, and that's going to screw it all up. So that's this dip right here. So what I need to be is just to the right of that dip is going to be a town. So I'm going to, just for right now, this is the dip. That's the dip, exaggerated. So I'm going to say that it's right about, oops, that it's right about, the town is right. Let's see, that's the dip. Then it goes over a low. So the town's probably going to be like right about here and up on the hill because it's up away from the shoreline. Okay, so I made that little line. Oh, that was a little bit weird. I guess I was a lot closer than I thought it was. It's okay. Town up on a hill, town up on a hill. Haha. Doesn't matter. It still worked out anyway. It looks kind of funny when this is all exaggerated. Town up on a hill. Now, turn that damn exaggeration back off. Tools, options. Where was that? 3. No, that's not it. 1. Now, just put that silly line in there. That line goes like this. Oops. Where'd it go? There it is. So what direction is this going there? Fuck. 246. But it was actually over here. Yeah, that's the town. Okay, so that's 246. That brings it down to here. I wish there were some closer views of this. The right side of the town, there's a long horizontal and one vertical facing against the line. The right side of the town. it could be that. Long horizontal. Okay. So that brings me to there. So that means that, what's that dot right there? And then I need to go over here like this. Options, back again. Go back up to 3. Back way the hell out here again. Oops, what the hell was that? That's that peak right there. I don't think that went the whole way. So I'm going to make sure that it does. There we go. Save that one. That's the one that goes up to the peak. Why does it only go that far? There we go. That's that peak. Oh, okay, there's the peak. Okay, so that peak is, save. Okay, so that peak is this peak right here. So now I'm starting to narrow things in. Take the exaggeration out of there again. Tools, options, exaggeration right down to 1. Like that. Yep, that peak is that peak right there. So now that I got that, now I need to find a white dot. Now I'm going to drop that off of there and actually bring it all the way back. Now it stops there, and I'm going to delete that one, yes. Because now I have one that goes all the way up there. Properties. And bring that all the way back to the point of photography to get my lining exactly right. Point of photography up on this. Okay. Something crossed there. I don't know why it crossed. There might be something else there. This goes all the way up to that peak. Now that I have a solid line, I can find that white dot right there. That white dot is slightly to the left. Now, it could also be up on the hill a good ways. Something similar to this right here. Now, is that something that would be significant enough to be that white dot? Did they go here? Nope. Damn it, stop that. So, is anybody enjoying watching me dissect this while talking to myself? I'm going to claim at the moment now, once we get back there, it's actually about this high, so lower to the right. Yeah, I'm going to claim this building, one of these two buildings, as the white dot here, as in this white dot right here. Now, there seems to be a big field there, but we're going to worry about that right now. Now I want to know more. Well, this peak right here needs to be identified, which is probably, correction, not probably, I'm going to say most likely that bad boy right over there. Now let's see if that matches up before I decide to be happy about that. Save. Go white on that one. Okay, now the town should be just inside and to the left of that, which it is. Just inside and to the left, just inside and to the left. Okay, now we're narrowing this down as to which ones they are. So now I can actually make some measurements and get everything I need. So I have this peak on the edge of that town. And watch this. Watch how fun this gets. Once I get some measurements, then I'm good to go. Then I can do all kinds of shit. Ah, damn it. Wish that was a better view there. He zoomed all the way out here for these pictures. Okay, so I have from this peak, actually it'd be easier if I did like this. I have from this peak, now the town is actually like that. Go back to that video real quick. Yeah, the town stops just before the peak, which I can now see. Shape outline, oops, shape outline, red, shape fill, none. Yeah, because the peak actually goes there, and let's see, it goes up and then low. And let's see, make sure that's what I'm seeing here. Yep, up and then low, and then it stops right there at the edge, and that's right there at that edge. This is that building. This is that building. Okay, so now I got that distance. This is where it just gets easy. Okay, so I need to get those buildings lined up. This here is most likely the area where those are actually found. So I'm going to just put this like this. I'm just going to put a marker here. Whoa, where the hell is that going? Cancel, clear. How about a marker here? Just because that's going to be about what the edge is there. And then this is the line that goes all the way back to the peak. So now I just need to know this distance, which is I need to know that distance. Now that distance is 1.4 miles. Let's go for kilometers. 1.83 kilometers because that's easier to work with. Okay, so now we start narrowing it down. So this is 1.83 kilometers. At that one particular level. That's fine. So now what I have to do is I want to break this down. So I want to take this. This is what I'm going to do. This is going to be the easiest way to break that down. B. Break this down into 18 spots. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. So go like this. Shape outline. We'll yellow those. We'll shape fill it like that. Group it together. Group it together. And now I can create a scale. Now this is 1.83. That's just going to have to be as close as that is. So each one of these is 100 meters at that front line there. So that means that I can take this. So I know where the break point is there. Okay, now I should be able to find buildings turn off this damn grid. So that tall building is right there. So that means I need to go from 1.83 plus 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay. Da, 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 da. So 263, maybe 264 just for a giggle. So now I need to go back to Google Earth. So 264. Oops. Save. About 264. Now that should hit right in the middle of that city. All the way back to the point of photography. Okay. Did I do that right? That doesn't look like it's heading where I thought it was. Maybe I got the wrong number here. Oh no, there's a good town there. Make sure I'm lined up right as well. Save. Okay. So that brings it into this town, and there was a relatively tall building. Or maybe it was just a lineup of buildings. A couple of big white ones. Huh. That would count as a big white building. I wish I could see from out from the water though. It's very difficult to do this You actually have to go through here and actually look everywhere for what it could be. With very little information to go on other than the numbers that you just did. And plus, without having the right angle, it's really difficult to get all this together. What's that? Okay, that wasn't what I thought it was. Yeah, I'm not getting the angles that I need to be able to see the actual coastline. Do. 2.64. All right. Let me go like this. Or that's it up on the hill. I mean, all I'm going on is blurbs here and blotches. So we got from there. Now let's go ahead and get from, oh shit. Go ahead from here because that line's already drawn now. 1.83. Now where's the damn helicopter? There. Oh, it's actually right at it. So 1.83 again. Where's my scale? There it is. Clear. There's 1.83 again. That's actually just to the left of this one. So a white blob is going to be right around here somewhere. But I don't think I'm going to be able to look to verify. Nope, all I got is that. And that's going to be the last spot on that road that it actually goes out. I mean, white blob could be that house. I mean, could literally be that house. Exit street view. Where is it? Control C, Control V, properties. Comes awful close to that house. No, there's no street views down here. It must be private land. So that's I'm calling the white blob, unless it's something that is actually being seen No, it would have to be in front. It actually would have to be in front. So I'm calling white blob either this house, or a reflection off of one of the two. That's what I'm calling white blob as. Because everything else beyond it is lower than it. So it wouldn't be able to be seen anyway. This entire town is not visible because it's behind a hill. That's it. The entire town is behind the thing. So your white blob is either this house or some kind of object that I can't really make out right here. That's what the white blob is. Because that is the only thing that would happen there. The only thing. As a matter of fact, the white blob is just a little bit to the right of the line that I just made anyway. So, yeah. Check the viewing distance. Well, then we have to talk about things like refraction, which don't work. Can't wait to see. It matched up. Flippin' heck, it took ages. Of course it took ages. This is what happens when you actually do research, dumbass. I'm sorry it bored you. Okay? This is how you do this. Okay? This is how you do this. Yeah, it was fun. Not for you. All right. So where was this? I'm going to officially name this Spurs Lighthouse. Now this is where I nailed it down to be. Pretty simple. Once you get some points of location, then it's easy. No, his lighthouse is over here. There's no land to the left of it. And I'm sorry, but if you want to claim that you had Dublin in the background, and Dublin is relatively flat, yeah, good luck with that, buddy. So Skizmo, kiss my ass, dude. And if there is actually a discussion about what that white blob is, it's those houses on the side of that hill. One of them. I don't know exactly which one because, after all, we're talking about a white blob on a photo. I always thought I was in Germany right now, a couple of thousand miles beyond the edge of this model of the world. Yeah, I heard that Riley claimed that he could see Ireland and all this. I'd like to see actual proof of that, not just a claim. So where's what curve? What are you talking about, man? You're talking about a zoomed in, very narrow photograph of the horizon. What curve would you like to discuss? Yep, I'm aware that all the buildings were identified. I only just came into this today, so. Cat Earther, what up? What do you mean they lie, Ohio? what are they seeing? What research was pathetic, Aaron? You know what, Aaron? Let me go ahead and do this. Go to channel. Aaron, this research is pathetic. Okay? Do you see any research on this channel, Aaron? I don't see any research on this channel, Aaron. This research is pathetic. Seems to me the only people that you got going on. Oh man, it's only Antonio and Oakley, so it's either Antonio or Oakley are running this channel. Sorry. You subscribe to Reds? Interesting. So yeah. This is what's called pathetic, okay? We were talking about Skiba's balloon video showing us the curvature and explained to him that that's the edge. Yeah, Fino, wasn't it Buddy Boy was doing that one as well, right? He was saying that that wasn't curvature, that was the edge. Well, guess what? Anybody who's arguing that in Skiba's balloon video that the curvature you're seeing there is the edge, thank you. You have just said that the entire country of Canada does not exist because the edge of the earth is Lake Erie. Hey, they lie, Ohio. Obviously, Ohio borders on the on Lake Erie. Have you ever been across Lake Erie, say Canada? Aaron, you are actually claiming stuff. So hush. Skizzy, I just took an hour of my time to show you that you were wrong. Your claim that that white blob was a lighthouse, which it didn't even make sense as being the lighthouse in itself. So, yeah. So, they lie, Ohio. You've been to Lake Erie, obviously, many times. It's oh, we got another guy here from Ohio. Wow, cool. Ohio representing today. I got family in Ohio. Um, so you would have to say that Lake Erie is not the edge of the world because I have actually been approached several times by several flat earthers who say that the curvature that you see in Rob Skiba's video is not the curvature of the earth, but rather the edge of the flat earth, which means that the curvature that you're seeing, which is also curved water, by the way, is since it's quite well determined, you actually see Cleveland. Is yeah, the horizon there is actually Lake Erie. So the majority of flat earthers who say that that's the edge of the earth are actually saying that Lake Erie is the edge of the flat earth. Yeah, I caught you, Fino. Well, y'all just gonna have to tell them that, and because and they lie, Ohio. Next time you see guys like Buddy Boy and I think somebody else in this chat here was just saying that Skiba's video showed the edge of the earth. Well, that's Lake Erie. So you can gladly tell them at least that that claim is not true. What belief, Aaron? I'm atheist. I don't have beliefs. I only follow facts. Why would there be curved water in a field of view photography that's probably about 3 degrees. How much curved water are you looking for? Presumably you're talking about left or right curvature, which is all any other flat earther seems to care about. Yeah, I'm pretty certain it's not either, man.
Hey,
Hey, what's going on there, bud?
I'm trying to get it to work, but it's not working. But I can show it to you in just regular view if you haven't used it before, because it's pretty awesome. Awesome.
Yeah. No, I'm just hold on a second here. From which state are you? Oh, you're in Croatia. I was just in Zadar well, actually about 2 years ago. The hold on, man. I'm playing in the chat. The let's see. You're in Croatia. Well, see, I'm in Germany right now, but I'm from New York. And you don't believe you live on no, the facts say that we live on a sphere. It doesn't care what I believe. There, Aaron. Why does that sound like porn music, dude?
Oh, this is it went from my Vive to my speakers. This is the music in Space Engine. It changes music depending on the atmosphere in the game itself. So when you enter like black holes and shit, it gets really dangerous.
Oh, okay.
Or the music gets ominous, I guess I should say.
And sometimes drains you.
Yeah. But it's got a really good soundtrack. I just need to turn it down a bit because it's loud. Can't explain.
Hold on a second. Oh, cool. So if the Earth is flat, now I will shine a green laser at 1 watt to Germany. Tell me if you can see it. Yeah, let me go look out my window, man. Being sarcastic, of course. What's up, Tim? Could you take a screenshot from the observation point on the ground, resize it, make it bigger, and see the peak lines? Well, unfortunately, the resolution that I would be doing it would be only at HD, meaning that when I go down like this, I'm only going to get maybe about a pixel of height on everything. You understand what I'm saying? See this? You can see the Isle of Man, but that's about it. I'm only going to get about a pixel difference on high and low objects. So unfortunately, it wouldn't be of any particular use. No, atheists don't believe there is no God. Atheists don't believe in God. There's a difference.
Well, certain atheists or anti-theists will go as far as saying, "I believe there is no God."
Oh yeah, that's anti-theism. That's something else.
Yeah.
But what do you call it? Those are the people that.
Which, as soon as you say that, you have the same burden of proof.
Mm-hmm.
Just for the record, like so, there's no special pleading going on.
No, no, I love that argument. People are like, "Oh, you're telling people there's no God." No, I'm saying I don't believe in God.
Show me the evidence, and I will have no other option than to believe.
Mm-hmm.
Oh,
And honestly, believing in creationism has about the same, actually has less merit than the Big Bang Theory, and both of which are only theories. So, oh my God, Super Rats is here. I guess you signed out of your other channel there, Super Rats. Atheists cannot know there is no God, therefore they can only believe there is no good. Huh? Antonio, people who are atheists just don't have belief. That's the root words. A meaning without, and theist means without a belief. We're just without a belief. That's all it is.
also, I'm screen sharing in.
Oh, you are?
Yeah, this is
Oh yeah, shit.
Space Engine.
There you go. That almost looks like the Death Star.
Yeah, so this is just the starting location. It's a new install. But Space Engine is cool in the sense that this is an imaginary planet. And this is an imaginary system.
Oops, wait a minute.
But
Somehow I turned your presentation off. There we go.
and we can go from there, and we can leave that imaginary system, travel, and we can see the Milky Way. We can go all the way out. The Milky Way now just disappears, and we can travel essentially to the edge of our cosmic horizon.
Oh fuck yeah! Hold on a second here. One address. Gravity is not a theory; it's generation, and all of the things that it affects can be theoretical. However, since we can measure it, use it, and put it into just about any kind of calculation in physics, and it come out correct, no, gravity is not a theory. We just don't know all the things that it affects, and yeah, so calling it a theory is just kind of stupid.
As soon as you say is it just a theory, you actually display your scientific ignorance flat out. There's just no way around that.
No, it's density and buoyancy. Wait.
So
No, theist. Wait, hold on. Theist means without God. What?
now we're at the cosmic horizon, by the way.
Oh, fucking sweet. Hold on a
Because
second.
it's starting to go pitch black.
Hold on a second here. Antonio says theist means without a God. No, atheist means without a God. Just like asymmetrical means without symmetry. Asexual means without a sex. Okay? Theist means a belief. You need to really check up on that, homie. That is so cool. What is that? Is that outside of the what are they calling that? The
We're essentially at the galactic horizon, or the horizon, our known universe, where we can never see because the light is too old. Here,
That's crazy.
name where you want to go. I know someone in chat said Pluto.
You know where I've always wanted to go? Andromeda.
Andromeda. There we go. Galaxy. Go to. This is Andromeda.
That's so fucking cool, dude.
And now we can just let's just pick a random location in Andromeda and see if we can find the star we can go to. How about this? Let's see. There. White main sequence star, binary. I just clicked on something. Let's go to that now. And we'll start to move.
What people don't realize is actually how fast you would have to be moving just to see that amount of movement.
Oh, we're going like hundreds, if not thousands of. Well, actually, you can see right now the speed we're going at now is 45.8 AU a second.
Damn.
As we're getting in, let's go. In. Ooh, there we go. You can actually see the speed up here. So 0.1 light year a second. I can go. I can go as fast as I think it's at 357 light years a second.
Hold on one second here. No, theist comes from theos, meaning literally God. Okay. Then why did you say up here? Where is it? Theist means without God. You wrote up here. Hold on. I'm gonna present my screen here real quick. Antonio, get your story straight, dude. Okay, you said up here a couple minutes ago, you said no, theist means without God. Okay, theist means without God. Okay. Then you also said that the term theism derives from the Greek theos, meaning God. So, dude, get your own story straight, man. You're not even fun to talk to.
This Those are the binary stars. Binary stars inside Andromeda, and it appears they have planets as well. So we can do like this. This is the solar system.
Orion Nebula. Orion Nebula.
Want to go to Orion?
Yeah.
Oh, I want to check out, dude. This planet. This
I
planet
still
looks
want to
cool
play
now.
with this. What is this? Is this still that VR shit?
No, no. This is if you Google space engine, it's the top result.
Google Space Engine. I'm sorry. I thought you said Google Space Engine.
You
Google the
can
word
use
Space
it in
Engine.
VR, but I can't get it to work right now. I'll probably have to tweak it a bit because its native support is for Oculus, so I need to use a software solution to pretend that I have an Oculus.
Okay, so we're talking about actually spaceengine.org.
Yes.
Fucking yay. That
Okay.
looks so much fun.
It is amazing, dude. And there's some moons here as well. Let's see what this moon looks like. It's an interesting Jupiter-esque or Saturn-esque, I mean, planet. Let's see what this moon looks like. And this is generated, and it's not just, you're not limited to just traversing space, because you can go down to the surface.
Oh, so this is kind of getting into the realm of what's that new thing coming out? Space Odyssey.
So I mean, look, like the moon, this random moon in Andromeda has surface features.
That's just got to be cool. I mean, obviously, most of it. The just about everything there is theoretical, but at the same time,
Yes.
that's so cool. It just blows your mind to think about that shit.
So, but we can go to something that actually exists or that we know what it looks like, right? So, I'm not sure if this because there's its own HD remake of the universe or the solar system, but this has the updated Pluto textures from the close flyby.
Mm-hmm.
This is Pluto,
Yeah.
planet that could.
The only planet with a heart.
Yeah. So now I'm in the solar system, and now you can see the list of little planets in the solar system. So we can go to Earth and visit something that's very familiar to us.
Okay. I've always been fascinated with the solosphere.
Yeah.
That what Voyager just went through a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
I've always been really fascinated with that, and I've honestly had my questions of if that's not the actual the background radiation image, if that's not actually what that is actually our solosphere.
What, the CMB?
Yeah.
No. The CMB is essentially the cosmic horizon.
Well, I mean, I know what it's stated as, but I mean, I question things. Contrary to popular belief, I question things, and it just always made me wonder if it couldn't actually be just the solosphere, and we just can't see through it. Not to say there's nothing beyond it. I mean, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying we're in a bottle in a ball here or inside of a
fishbowl solar system.
Yeah, or anything like that. But I mean, just because of the amount of hell that goes on there at the edge of the solosphere, if that wouldn't be causing the noise that we're seeing.
Well, I see what you're saying. The only problem is if that was actually the case, I doubt we'd be having visible spectrum go through it.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's a different kind of radiation, and it's a combination of the uniformity of it and all those kind of different variables that essentially it's been excluded to be nothing but the cosmic horizon.
Oh, I'm downloading this shit right now.
It is freaking amazing, dude. And let's go to Isle of Man in this.
Well, you can dive into it from there.
Yeah.
Is this what you've been screwing with the whole time?
No. That was Google Earth.
Okay.
This is something else. But it still has some surface features, and so with if you download the extra texture packs and stuff like that, you get much higher resolution of the surface of the planets in the solar system that's based off of satellite imagery instead of just a generated thing like
That
this.
is so cool.
But, I mean,
Now,
it's
Now, can
What?
you take it out of GoPro mode?
we can do this though. We can remove the atmosphere and the clouds.
Oh wow, that's cool.
So I mean, this is similar enough that you can see what it is.
Hmm.
And lo and behold, Ireland is gone.
Sweet.
You can also see the landscape height over here. Right now, we're 600 meters above the altitude, and I cannot see anything in the distance.
That's so cool. Come on, download.
You can honestly just spend hours and hours and hours doing
I
this.
I actually plan on doing exactly that.
And this is so cool, right? So all the stars in the background and the clusters, the clouds, the galaxies, you can click on it. So if I click, let's say, let's go, just go, I don't know. Let's
Come
click.
on, Orion Nebula. Orion Nebula.
I just clicked the Pleiades
Okay.
because fuck you. And let's move to the Pleiades. And this is also like something we know of.
Yeah.
So planets that we know of, or major events that's been noted, will
Yeah.
be here with their actual astronomical designations.
See what I love about that? There, a long time ago, somebody made it was a little Java plugin, a little Java applet that that showed the actual distances of the stars, like in 3D of known constellations. And it was always really cool. You know, you could like center on something like Orion or Pegasus or something like that, and just have it so and then you could like orbit around it, and you could see the actual distances of the stars, and as opposed to how we see them, you know, here on Earth.
We can do that in here.
Yeah, no, I just saw you do that with the Pleiades. Now that's just it's so cool to see that.
Yeah. And so while we're in this system, um, this is one of the planets around this one particular star. And it also has, it's an asteroid. It's probably just called an asteroid because it's so small, but I bet you it orbits this thing.
Yeah.
We can turn on our orbits. There we go. Yeah, it orbits here. So this is the orbits in the solar system.
Oh yeah. By the way, Antonio. Speaking of prizes, I'm still waiting on my 100 pounds, bud.
Oh, but I was gonna do shit, where is it? There we go. Here. No, that's not it. I'm trying to remember. It's been a while since I used this. Bum. Trying to, because there's a way of having everything line up so you can see them. No, it is here, I think. Yeah, it looks like it. It's moving way too fast, moving many times. Here we go. You line the entire solar system up with all its bodies. Scale view.
Oh, okay.
Do this for the solar system as well, but I just did that since we're here.
Now,
So
which system is that?
this is just a random system in the Pleiades. This is the star idea. IDS 03415 plus 2336.
And is this like backed with Kepler data or?
Yeah,
Sweet.
most of it is.
That much
Not
shit
everything,
going on
obviously.
there, huh?
So this is what the planets look like here. This is a pretty cool planet. Like a purple
Crazy.
Saturn.
That's crazy.
And again, if we go back home, Earth.
hold on a second. Yes, I did, Antonio. I even made a video about it. Like you wanted to. But of course, the only criteria I didn't make was putting my face on camera, which you don't need anyway. Last flat earther I saw put his face on camera actually disproved his own claim by having a hot spot on his forehead. So, yeah, I did accept your challenge, and I explained it to you in less than 100 seconds. So deal with it, buddy. You owe me 100 pounds.
So there we go. This should be a familiar sight for most of people here.
I know where you're going with this.
Okay. But let's just forego the whole close, far, close, far, close, far, right?
Here, far. Here, far.
Yeah, pretty much. So Earth is we're pretty small on this thing. But when you put us next to the other shit in the solar system, we become pretty fucking tiny.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah,
So,
we're not much. Oh, one second.
It's-
What do you call it? How long did the eclipse last? Exactly as long as it was supposed to, as per the 5,000 year cantation. So yeah, or cantation canon. Okay, so deal with that. And how far away is the moon? According to the globe model. Hmm? And why is it that you're afraid to use that in scale? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, and why is it you haven't done your own measurements that one time about about the moon? I don't remember if it was the moon or the sun anymore, but you said that it works on a flat map. You haven't shown it, so yeah, you got a kind of a list of shit, dude. You need to just hush, okay? Anyway,
say, what would you said you wanted to go to?
um, uh, uh, Orion Nebula, Eagle Nebula.
Eagle, Eagle, Eagle Nebula. There we go. Go to.
Because in the Eagle Nebula is the Pillars of Creation.
Which we can see right here.
That's fucking cool, man. That's just too fucking cool.
And we're just flying around in the nebula. I wonder if there's anything in here we can find.
The Saros cycle was actually designed on the geocentric model, which is a spherical Earth. Nice try, though.
There's a white giant here. It's close to it. All of these white dots you see, you can click and go to.
Even the generated ones?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yellow subgiant binary. Let's see if we can find something interesting. Red dwarf. Yellow supergiant. Blue luminous supergiant.
They're super giants?
Holy shit,
in the
it's
nebula?
13,000 degrees centigrades.
Damn. One of the things
Lumion.
that I love about looking up at the stars is knowing that the light left those stars in most cases before I was born.
Yeah.
There's just something that just like stretches your brain about that. That's just too cool.
What the fuck? A quadruple star system?
What?
I need to check this one out.
I guess they would have to exist, right?
Yeah, I think we found triple. I'm not sure if we found quadruple.
Oh, Jesus. Hold on a second here.
Holy shit, it actually is a quadruple star system. Or is it? No, it's just two.
Saros astronomy. Okay. It's built on a spherical Earth. dumbass. Look it up yourself. I mean, obviously you didn't come up with it, and you don't know 5,000 years ago who did, and you damn sure didn't have a conversation with the dude. So look it up and come back to me. Okay, it's based on a spherical Earth. Cool. All right.
Okay,
Back to the really cool shit.
just click something random that's really, really old here. And now we're going at 320 million light years a second. So let's just go somewhere random in the universe and see if we can find something cool. That red spot down there.
That red spot. That sounds like what they say in Star Trek that one time, go to that star over there, third one from the right.
This is really old.
Yes, it's based on observation alone. However, the only reason it becomes a study is knowing from what you are standing on. It was an attempt, that's all. But they knew that it was a spherical attempt. Okay? Just like Ptolemy or whatever his name was. Okay? He was also working from a geocentric point of view, but yet geocentricity is also a spherical Earth. So is this the red spot you got too, man?
Wait, hold on.
What?
This is a yellow supergiant binary system with a black hole in it.
Well, that's got to be cool.
First thing I clicked on in this old galaxy. So the game, oddly enough, has a tendency to crash when you enter black holes. So
Go figure.
we might crash here. Now, for anything, I'm just going to save this location. As I can. Let's go to this black hole and see if we crash or not. But that's
cool.
fucking cool, though.
Wait, is it saying that the black hole is moving too?
Yeah. Oh,
I mean,
yep. Holy shit.
okay.
It is a black hole.
And the black hole itself has a orbit, basically.
Yeah.
How fucking crazy is that?
Now, if this isn't atmospheric lensing,
I see the curvature.
or not atmospheric, gravitational lensing.
Yeah. That's fucking sweet.
And I wish you could hear the music right now. Because it's fucking ominous whenever you get close to a black hole.
Yeah.
And so here's a cool thing we can do. Let's let's take a spaceship and just plonk it down here close to it. Wait, I think it got sucked in already. Okay.
You didn't even get to click it.
No. Let's try that again.
You can see the processes in the background saying, nope.
Destroy that. Let's build a new one. There we go. You can actually take control of this and fly it manually.
You ain't going to have much fun doing that.
Well, not here, no, but you
Yeah,
can.
that's what I
Like, you
mean.
can do it in solar systems and warp and shit like that. I'm going to destroy it again because I accidentally moved the camera way off it. So the time is paused right now. We are essentially in the black hole right now.
To sewer tapes, I just put a link in the thing about what he's showing right now.
I'm gonna unpause the time. You ready?
Pew! It's like a bug splat.
So let's move away a bit here, so we can still see the lensing going on. Let's yeah, you're fucked. Let's build a new one and see what happens to it. Now we can see the size of it and the velocity. So gravitational acceleration right now is 10,993 meters or kilometers per second squared is the acceleration because of the gravitational pull.
Holy shit.
So zoop.
Damn.
Need to get even further away.
So for everybody who said that Disney was actually showing us the truth about things, watch the movie The Black Hole, because they said we could just hang out around these things.
Well, you can hang around it. If by around it you mean a hell of a fucking distance away.
Yeah, but not just like sitting there watching the swirl go around.
No. So let's see. We can do let's spawn on SS Science, which is a different spaceship, and let's see what happens to it. Oh, gravitational acceleration is only 3,800 kilometers a second right now.
Only.
Only, yeah. So zonk.
All right. Well, how's it? I have to honestly admit something. It is 2:30 in the morning here.
Oh, I know. I'm in the same time zone, you know.
Yeah, I know. And what do you call
But
it?
you really need to just explore this thing. And actually, before I'm just gonna close the screen share. But before you go, I'm gonna send you here. Let me just open it because you can get some really fucking cool places in this, and I have some screenshots from places I've been in this, and I'm gonna drop you a link to some of the images if I can find them here real quick.
Cool.
So yeah, here. And obviously you can drop them in live chat if you want. This is honestly probably one of my favorite pictures or screenshots I've taken.
Hold on a second. I'll be screenshotting. Oh wow, yeah, that's cool.
And then
I like that.
this link here is something that's probably familiar to you if you take the time to look at what it is. And if it's not glaringly obvious, that is home in the background with I think you know what kind of cheese object is in the front.
That is a cool picture, man. That really is.
So like that's the kind of thing you can do in this, and obviously I don't know how many hours have sunk into just flying around and clicking shit and going there and exploring. And some of the things like I did for Reds as well was actually captured in this.
Sweet. That's crazy, dude. Well, I truly appreciate you stopping by. And also everybody else who's been watching. And Sean, who was here a little earlier. And White Blob is a house on a hill, not a lighthouse. Yeah, the stuff that Riley was questioning as to what it was that he was looking at, and the town he was looking at was a town called Bride on the Isle of Man. The cliffs on the side, on the left side of it, is nothing more than a large eroded dune, also on the Isle of Man. And Antonio still does owe me 100 pounds. So, and Halsoy brought us probably the coolest fucking software I've seen in a long time. And I put a link to it already in the chat one time, but I'll do it one more time here. It is a link to the actual download page. It is not the actual shit. Where does it go? It's not the actual the home page. So let me go ahead and I'm gonna go ahead and do that here real quick. And for anybody just listening, it's just called spaceengine.org. I can tell you that the download of the main software is 1 gigabit. The download of the patch that I see on there is a additional couple hundred megabits. So yeah.
And if you want to get the really ridiculously high resolution solar system texture packs, we're talking multiple gigabits. Or again, so if space is valuable for you, you might want to have to do without those. But I recommend if you have the space to add those, I highly recommend it. I just haven't done it on mine yet because it's a new install.
Antonio, watch my most recent Eclipse video and then pay up. Sorry, I don't remember that being added as part of your bet. Your bet was to explain why timeanddate.com graphics did not show the moon traversing the sun with regards to the eclipse in a straight line fashion. And I told you why, and I also put it in a video. So changing, or what we like to call here in the debunking field, moving the goalposts is not allowed. And plus, since you can't seem to agree on the distance of the sun or the moon from the earth, any definition that you have of the sun or the moon from the earth regarding a solar eclipse, you ain't got shit to say, dude. So you still owe me £100. Anyway, ladies and gents, Halsoy, Sean, appreciate you guys coming by. I really got to knock out for the evening before somebody starts throwing shit at me. Okay? And you guys have yourselves a great night.
You too, man.
All right, bro.